This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, "Why are you so uncompromising?" A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way. Homes.com.
Ding dong.
We've done your homework.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinky's, get to the root of your plumbing problems. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, let's talk about addiction. Addiction is defined as the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance. You don't say. Come on. Anyway, you know that already. And pretty much everyone you know is an addict. Yeah, you might not think you are because you don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't do drugs, you don't gamble, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, according to the top 10 addictions of modern society, you're an addict if you drink 5 or more cups of coffee a day. Where are you at, Mike?
I'm right in there at 5.
You're not quite an addict, but you're on the board.
Depends on the day of the week.
According to them. Do you scroll through your phone during all of your available free time? Everyone who ever has ridden mass transit ever, you're an addict. Because you might be addicted to the internet or modern technology. Other addictions include video games, also known as children, food, and sometimes you can be addicted to work. And now, sure, you might be known as a workaholic, a really good worker, but clinically speaking, you're a freaking addict. That's right. You're just the productive version of a meth head. Now, the truth is, it's hard not to be addicted to something. And we have plenty of news stories to back that up. We have the story of Jason Momoa, how he quit smoking, which, believe it or not, is quite a harrowing story. We have a 14-year-old kid who has a screen addiction, not just gaming, but a screen addiction. How the World Cup apparently is boosting gambling addiction, and on it goes. But today we're talking addictions, right? It could be drugs, it could be something else, and some are worse than others. We know that. But we want to know your addiction. So today's question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration. Whether it's drugs, hobbies, sex, whatever, we want to know what is or what was your addiction.
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Hold up, we got one play. Everything we work for comes down to this.
Quick question. Speaking of workouts, how would you rate your athletic program?
Bro, we're in the middle of the state championship.
Oh, so like a B+ then?
Dude, get out of our huddle.
Well, at Homes.com, we leave it all on the field to get you detailed information on local schools.
Off the field.
Off the field. Copy. All right, go sports.
How'd he even get in here?
Homes.com.
Ding dong.
We've done your homework.
Hey, it's Captain Ron, and as a Washington native, it's so important for me to work with companies who love it here just as much as I do. I want someone who calls it I-5 and not the 5, or laughs at me when I say I kind of miss the Tacoma aroma. That's why I use Pinky's Plumbing for every plumbing need I have. They're rooted in Seattle. They get Seattle. So remember, not all heroes wear capes, but in Seattle, our hometown heroes wear a big old pig on the side of their van. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
Lowe's knows how to turn big plans into real results. Whether it's new appliances or a home refresh, get started with 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more with a MyLowe's Rewards credit card, January 15th through the 30th. So you can invest in your upgrade now and pay over time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payment required. See store or Lowe's.com for details.
Debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All of it, Charles, away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4,455. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. The exciting return of Who Sucks Less. Steve, I don't know how you do it. You find people with the news doing bad crap?
Yeah, for sure.
Bring us 3 stories each and every week. It is up to us to determine out of those 3 stories which one sucks the least. Is there a theme to this week?
Maybe the first dude has to do with theft. You know, we got porch pirates, you got people that steal cars, right? Your regular garden variety stuff. And then a guy who, maybe the cops overreacted. Sure, they ask you not to spit in public, but in his case, there's some extenuating circumstances, but it got a little out of control.
I'm real bad at that.
Yeah, but in this case, I know that. But in this case, the guy, he had a good reason to do so.
If you look outside our building right now, you'll find at least 3 or 4 of my lugs on the ground.
Oh, for sure.
At any given time. I know it's not cool. I just, as soon as I walk out the door, man,
yeah,
I do it every time. I don't know why.
But you do it every time.
It doesn't matter if I'm at home. Mm-hmm. If I walk out of a door, I don't know what the trigger is. I'll let go of a lube.
100% of the time.
I'm telling you. It's.
I know. It's just,
and when I do it, I'm like, why do I keep doing this? Like,
there's boxes out there. Look for a little green spot.
I do occasionally.
He creates the green spots, Ted.
I do occasionally.
Like, I'm fighting a cold. I coughed up a loogie the other day, but I was driving, and I specifically pulled over, so I found a green patch to spit it out.
Really? Oh. You pulled over?
Well, I didn't want to spit it out in my parking lot.
Oh, you were still in the parking lot.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. See, that's my
I know
problem.
you don't care.
I know. I should. I very much should.
Everybody in the building knows you don't care.
I know. Stupid me.
Well, somebody's going to get sick one day.
Who Sucks Less is coming up at 4:30 on the program. Also, programming note, please join us tomorrow on the program, 4:30, the one and only Dan Patrick.
Some of you already know that.
Joins us tomorrow. Well, we talked a little bit about it yesterday, and then we get word today that on the actual Dan Patrick show. Now, keep in mind, Dan Patrick is syndicated across the country on the premier networks. He's also in Canada. He's also in Mexico.
He's doing okay for himself.
He's doing very well. He's what they call a successful syndicated show, you see.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So he's on the air, and I guess one of our listeners called him up and says, hey, man, I'm looking forward to you being on Thursday on the Men's Room. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm showing up with the Men's Room. I heard they're great show, number 1 show in Seattle for a number of years, blah, 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 blah. So thank you, KJR, for getting that out there for us.
Yeah, we didn't. So
I'll have to text my buddies tonight.
I didn't realize.
We were on KJR, bitches.
We didn't know.
I didn't know Dan Patrick was on there. I just know their morning show and their afternoon show.
Yeah, I didn't know he was on there either.
Yeah.
And but I'd heard today through the grapevine that somebody called the show to say, I'm looking forward to the interview. And then Dan Patrick espoused some very nice things about our program. And then we found out right before the show on a quote-unquote rival station, if you want to call it that.
Well, those guys are doing fine. The Seahawks are, the Mariners. I mean, think about it. The Kraken are playing pretty well. You know, they
don't know or care. Just thought it was funny. Like,
going on.
Our bad.
They're okay. Dan Patrick tomorrow at 4:30. We're very happy to have him on the program. Today we're going to talk about addiction, and obviously there's all kinds of addictions out there, and you might not think they're really addictions. But if you do them a lot, you're somewhat addicted to them.
If you have a hard time with your day because you can't do something, that's your addiction.
Yeah, I'm going through the list of all the stuff, and they're talking about the World Cup coming, and people are going to start betting on those matches. And they're saying, it's a problem. And now in the city of Kansas City, they're providing addiction resources ahead of the World Cup. They don't have to worry about the Chiefs, so I guess now this is what they're leaning on. But either way, I started thinking to myself, oh, man, thank God I'm not addicted to gambling.
Yes, you are.
I know I am.
You do it every
I did
single
not, but I didn't do it
day.
today because we're doing a show on addiction, and I wanted
So that's
to.
the only reason you didn't do it today?
That is correct.
Okay.
Because I was like, you know what? I don't need to buy a scratch-off ticket or two today.
But does it bother you knowing that you have not done it?
No. No, it doesn't. No,
Okay.
it really
I'm
doesn't.
saying you do it
I
every
like-
single day.
I like playing them, but I am addicted to them. I mean, I
Do
really
you gamble anything else?
No. Like I don't sports bets. I would if I was at a casino and there was a game on. I would take advantage of the
Pull tabs?
situation. Pull tabs I will do, yeah.
All right.
Bless you.
Maybe you do like gambling.
Yeah, more so than I...
But not addicted. You know what I mean?
But to me...
we used to work with a guy. This is before the internet really took over, so everything was still in the newspaper. And I just thought this guy was a voracious consumer of news, all right? And he worked middays, I guess it was, on like the easy listening station, blah, blah, blah. The station that would play Christmas music. This is back in Baltimore. And one day he came flying into the studio. Most of the newspapers still sitting on the desk there. He's like, have you seen the sports section? And I thought he was telling me some breaking news about sports. I'm like, no, man, what happened? He's like, I don't know what happened, man. I just need the sports section. I'm like, why do you need the sports
What was
section?
that guy's name?
And keep in mind, we had a sports station. There were only 2 stations in this building. He did not work on a sports station. So finally I asked him, I'm like, why do you need the sports section? Because it's probably in the other studio where they do sports. You do, well, garbage, frankly. But I mean, why do you need it? He's like, so this is when I found out he had a bookie. I don't know if he was in debt, if he was ahead, whatever it was, but there were some bets he desperately wanted to place. And I'm trying to think, what's in season right now? And I cannot remember what sport he told me, but I mean, it had to be like you with the Willow Channel. Like, I bet on cricket. Like, this guy would bet on
He bet on a lot of
freaking thing that existed. And then from that point on, I just kept my eye on him, and I realized this guy's in it deep. That's the only thing he did. Like, once he put a song on, like, here's Cher. He had the paper open. He's got a highlighter, and he's on the phone with his bookie making bets on. I mean, it can be, dude. What's the Puppy Bowl? I'm telling you, it's going to be a child makes them wins the cutest. Like, if you said there's a bet, he was in, and I'm like, you are a desperate, sad little man.
I've got rules on my dumbass gambling. So my rule is I'm not a gamer. I don't play table games or anything like that. I strictly go to a slot machine. My rule is I will bet up to $100. And after that, I'm done. If I make anything more than $100, I'm out. For an example, last week I played $60 worth of pull tabs at a bar down in Tacoma.
All right.
I won $107. I'm out. So that's my rule. That's my rule. If I make a couple bucks, I'm out. Then I tip the girl $20 or whatever.
I generally, if I'm in Vegas, I will play slots. I don't play table game. And this is just me. Gambling doesn't mean much to me. And yeah, I'll make a bet with my buddies on the game, blah, blah, blah. But generally speaking, I'm like, look, my money ain't free.
No.
If I got to go to work to get it, I do not gamble it away.
But I mean, I love shooting dice. I just don't do it all the time.
Right.
Like I can go.
So you're not addicted.
Right. Last time I was at Emerald Queen Casino, I went to watch fights. I hung out at some of the restaurants. I slept in the hotel. But I just was like, I don't need to go shoot dice right now.
But at the same time, okay, I'm at the, where was I over the break? I was at the Agua Caliente Calacino in lovely Palm Springs, California.
It's just like Yakima.
Yeah, it really is. And but I was playing this game and I was doing pretty well, making a little bit of money. But I sat at that booth for an hour. I was there for an hour. So in the time that I might have made $50, whatever the deal was.
Yeah.
But by the time I'm done, I have had 2 Jack and Cokes, 1 Budweiser, and I've smoked at least 4 cigarettes.
Sure.
While I'm gambling. So all of those, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm not addicted to anything. Oh, you got a drink, you got a beer,
smokes, right.
you got a cigarette.
You're
and
just not
gambling.
addicted to gambling.
Right,
Everything you've
right,
surrounded
right,
yourself
exactly.
with is your addiction.
Exactly.
You know?
Right. It's just like, what?
And that's the thing about a casino, because I will tell you, man, you know, I'm looking around like, God, these people, I mean, they got up at 6 a.m. because they got to gamble. And like you said, I am choking down cigarettes playing the slots. Like, look at them. Meanwhile, they're not smoking.
Right.
Just to put that in mind. So I'm blowing my money on cigarettes.
Well, and like you were saying earlier, though, like there's people that drink that don't drink, aren't addicted.
Sure.
And there's a lot of people that bet that aren't. And then for some people, that is
their jam.
Hey, man, you go to Vegas, depending on your situation. When I was married, I go to Vegas. You know the deal, man. You jump in the shower, 5 minutes, you're downstairs. You know how long she's going to take. This is going to take a little bit of time.
Forever.
So I go downstairs. You know, I'll get a couple drinks. I'll sit there, and I'll play slot machines until she comes down, and then we'll go and do whatever we want to do.
I'm always just meet me at the bar. Like, you know I'm going to be there. And trust me, that causes its own series of problems. It's like you have a problem. I know I have a problem, but the other problem is they have a bar, who does not know I have a problem, so they will hand me what I would like when I ask for it.
Speaking of smoking, Jason Momoa, we all know him, Aquaman. He has revealed he nearly died while surfing, a terrifying incident that changed him instantly. He was on that Smartless podcast with Jason Bateman and Sean Haynes and Will Arnett for a talk, and they were discussing his 2007 near-death experience. I love the fact that the way this guy was saved, too. The Hawaii-born actor said he was surfing off of Maui in October of that year, weeks after the birth of his daughter, when the leash of his surfboard broke, leaving him stranded in a crazy spot on the outer reef. Apparently, it just took him out.
Yeah.
About a mile from shore, where his companions could not see him. He said the 10-foot waves kept crashing over his head and ultimately ripped his shorts off. Momoa said he was sure he was about to die.
Sure?
Like I literally gave up, and I'm screaming inside, and my foot just hits the outer reef. I dig my feet into the coral. I could barely put my lips above the water just to breathe and get a break. Now, after about 10 minutes, he said his friend, surfing legend Laird Hamilton,
of course,
was able to rescue him. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen Laird Hamilton before.
But of course, that's the guy.
Can't remember who he's married to, ex-tennis player. Either way, Laird Hamilton, he's like that guy. Like if you were to chisel what you believe like Atlas would look like, that's Laird Hamilton.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's just got that look about him like, Jesus Christ, man, who made you?
Volleyball player, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Incident left Momoa with more than bloodied feet. He said he felt like he had a second chance at life. I'd already given up. So it's like you've already given up and died and have a second chance at it. And it had a profound impact.
Gabrielle Reese,
yeah. Momoa was an addicted smoker at the time. He said, I couldn't even stop for my kids. I couldn't stop for my ex-wife, Lisa Bonet. He said, but the moment I came out, I never smoked again.
Wow.
So I guess it takes life and death to get you to quit smoking cigarettes.
Maybe, yeah.
That's how it's going to go down. But they do say this about smoking. And this was one of the problems that they say is all-encompassing about any addiction that people have, ultimately that leads to treatment. So if you go to AA, if you go to Gamblers Anonymous, if you go to drug addiction, if you do any of these things, there's one commonality between all of them.
I'd say there's two.
Well, there's a couple of them, but one is for sure that the majority of these people have a higher percentage of people who smoke cigarettes than the average population.
And what are they chugging while they're smoking their cigarettes?
Coffee.
Right. But here's the thing. Congress doesn't have a problem with coffee, so they'll never make it illegal. But they even said if coffee were invented in the modern day, there's no chance it would be legal. But they said smoking, coffee, and there's one other one, alcohol. They said it kind of gets grandfathered in because it's always been around. But had it not been around before, you introduce a neurotoxin, which is alcohol, which makes people act crazy. We've all been there. Yep. There is zero chance that this will pass in any country to be legal because it would be as bad as any other drug that you do.
Well,
right?
caffeine, you're missing the other number one used drug in the world.
What?
Sugar.
But is that considered a drug? I don't know.
I believe so.
They say caffeine definitively is a drug.
But see, those are the most
people have a
used
sugar
drugs.
addiction. There's people who walk around all the time with candies. And they
Right,
Absolutely.
it gives you a dopamine hit.
It definitely does that.
Well, I bought about 7 months ago. I bought a Nespresso. Have you guys ever seen one of these things? It's a little
On TV, yeah.
It's basically the equivalent of a Keurig, but you make espresso.
My buddy's got one.
So I've got one. I loved it. I mean, I'm ripping like 2 or 3 of these a night after dinner because I always like an espresso. If I'm in a restaurant that has one for dessert, I want an espresso just to pick me up a little bit. So I bought this thing, man, and I can't turn it off. I'm just ripping through pods, like 2 or 3 a night, and I still can go to bed fine. I don't have any sleep problems with that then, but I realized, man, I'm drinking a ton of this crap. So probably about 5 months ago, I completely cut out coffee.
Yeah.
And went straight tea. And a lot of it had to do with my throat. A lot of it had to do with other things, but I just went straight tea. Now, I will have an occasional cup of coffee. It's not very often, but when I do, man, I feel like, Ted, if you were to rip a cigarette right now, you get a buzz off of it.
I was ripping one on New Year's Day.
Yeah, and you probably got a pretty good buzz.
Yeah, it was wild.
That's right. Well, I got an Americano from Cafe Ladro the other day, man, and I'm driving to work, man, and my hands are sweating.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of shaking. I'm like, Jesus, man, if you just take a little bit of time off, even from caffeine, you don't realize the jolt that you're going to get out of it.
Yeah,
and it wasn't an uncomfortable buzz. I was like, I am buzzing, man.
You feel it.
This is insane. So our question today, what is or what was your addiction? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Zach. Welcome to the men's room.
Zach, you there?
I was ripping that New Year's Day.
Zach,
Turn your radio down.
Well, he's not going to hear it for a while.
No one should have to hear Ted's voice twice.
Yeah, it's going to be a second.
All right, Zach, hold the line. We'll come back and get you after the break there. What is
What am I catching strays for?
I'm just saying, when we went there, it was you. I was ripping cigs on New Year's Day.
What a way to start the new year. This is my resolution.
You did sound
I'm going to
enthusiastic.
be addicted to nicotine again.
Somebody, I was at a bar, somebody said, you want one? I was like, yeah, it's New Year's Day. I'm going to smoke a cig.
You do it, what, like once a year, maybe?
Probably.
If even that.
I still have one left.
But the thing that pisses me off that you can just do that and walk away.
Well, yeah. But
know
it's
what
just
I
not my thing.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Well, you could pick up a bag of chips, take your hand out of it.
Well, that's true.
We all got something. What is or what was your addiction? 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes for sale in the area? We've got it. How long has a home been on the market? We'll know it. Average lot size? Uh-huh. Proximity to local parks? Of course. Insight into your neighbor's divorce? We're working on it. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Hey, it's Captain Ron, and as a Washington native, it's so important for me to work with companies who love it here just as much as I do. I want someone who calls it I-5 and not the 5, or laughs at me when I say I kind of miss the Tacoma aroma. That's why I use Pinky's Plumbing for every plumbing need I have. They're rooted in Seattle. They get Seattle. So remember, not all heroes wear capes, but in Seattle, our hometown heroes wear a big old pig on the side of their van. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
Lowe's knows how to turn big plans into real results. Whether it's new appliances or a home refresh, get started with 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more with a MyLowe's Rewards credit card, January 15th through the 30th. So you can invest in your upgrade now and pay over time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payment required. See store or Lowe's.com for details.
Health insurance rates in America are surging, leaving millions without affordable options. But Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills while lifting one another up in prayer. It's financial and spiritual support when you need it most. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
This is the mighty 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Doing it live night, Yalty and Naughty. Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, Friday night, February 13th. That is going to be a great time. Ted, you're into a little bit of the yacht rock music.
Love it.
What is your favorite yacht rock band?
I mean, I think...
Or song, or whatever.
Oh, well, either Christopher Cross or Michael McDonald. But probably Michael
I'm right
McDonald.
there with you, dude. Yeah.
Did you see the yacht rock documentary?
I did.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's what got me back into Rains in Africa band.
Oh, Toto.
I thought I kind of made fun of Toto. I was wrong. Yacht rock kicks ass, and they're great musicians.
Yeah. Oh, God. They are very good musicians.
Christopher Cross, again, you know this. He wrote Sailing high on acid in the passenger seat from Houston to Austin, Texas, where he sold weed.
Respect.
You can tell it in the song. It's right there. I mean, that's the last thing you think about when you hear that tune.
Well, it's the way he carries himself, too. You know, when you see Christopher Cross in an interview, I'm truly the nicest guy in the world, man. I'm very uncomfortable being on camera. And then when you hear about the song, like, yeah, I was slinging weed, bro,
Trust me,
and
man.
Tripping on acid.
He's a
You're like,
gangster.
I'll get deep into the yacht rock.
Yeah.
I'll play Ambrosia sometimes.
Ooh.
God, who else do I play? Pablo Cruz.
I mean, I've loved Loggins for years, and he kind of floated in and floated out.
Oh, yeah.
He's his own separate thing, but he's a yacht rocker.
He absolutely is. So that's the theme. We're getting yachty and naughty. That's the tunes you're going to hear for the most part, but everything's going to be live from both our shows and all the commercials and everything else. Tickets are on sale now at KISW.com. Hopefully you can join us. It's going to be a fun night.
I heard you were leaning on the naughty part and wearing bondage gear.
Well, I actually do have something that I was going to wear.
Yacht style bondage gear. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the naughty of the yachty. Our question, what is or what was your addiction? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Zach. Welcome to the men's room.
Sorry about that, guys.
No worries, man.
No worries.
Yeah, 2nd October, I celebrate 19 years off meth, cocaine, and heroin.
Wow, man. How long were you doing all three?
4 years.
4 years?
I did meth, coke, and heroin all three at the same time for 4 years, 3 times a day.
Damn. And did you do it like clockwork? Like, did you have set times that you would do it?
Not necessarily exact set clock times, but it was basically my breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And when you said you did all three, did you do all three per set? So, in other words, were you doing coke, heroin, and meth every time you did any drug?
Yes.
That's a pretty bad speedball, right?
We joked when I was using, we called it a Tijuana speedball.
A Tijuana speedball.
Right. Were you able to function? Were you able to keep a job?
No.
Okay, so were you selling it as well?
Believe it or not, I was. Actually, that's how I supplied my habit, is I had made a deal with my dealer to hook me up with X amount, and I would sell X amount to get a little bit more for myself.
All right. And what finally got you to kick the habit?
Honestly, my best friend since 7th grade.
Did they just talk you out of it? I mean, what is it? A come to Jesus moment?
Or
what?
did they OD?
It was a coming to Jesus moment, really. I had called him up, and I still to this day don't remember calling him up and asking him to come over and help me work on my truck. I was living at my mom's house at the time. He came over. My mom said I was in my room. He came in my room, and he caught me in my closet twisting the bubble.
Which one is twisting a bubble? Of the three drugs, which one is twisting a bubble?
I would put all three of them into the meth pipe. And
holy S, man.
So you were not injecting it?
No, I never once stuck a needle in my body.
How did you determine?
My three choices of doing it was smoke, snort, or gut bomb.
How did you determine that you wanted to do like smoke all three at once? I mean, was this the suggestion of a fellow addict or what?
No, it was just a spur of the moment. It was there. I was depressed, wanting to kill myself, and I tried it, and it just didn't kill me.
All right. So out of the three, which withdrawal lasted the longest?
Being 110% honest, the longest one for me that lasted was the heroin withdrawal.
That's what I always hear every time.
And so, what did he do? Did your friend, when he came in and saw you in the closet, was he trying to help you?
So he had come over because I called him the night before. I asked him to come over the next day and help me work on my truck. I still don't remember making that phone call. He caught me in my bedroom smoking. He grabbed the pipe, broke it in his hand, punched me in my nose, and broke my nose. Put his finger an inch from my face, my broken nose, and told me if I ever catch you doing that crap again, I will kill you myself.
How old were you?
And I'm kind of ashamed to admit it, but I was 15.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, and wait, so you say you've been doing it for 4 years.
That
so
explains the punch in the face.
But you started at 11 years old?
Yes.
Damn, man.
Where did you grow up?
Shelton, Washington.
I was hoping you said Granite Falls just to fire Ted up.
Did you have any other friends that were doing the same kind of stuff?
As a matter of fact, we all know how there's in school you have the three musketeers, you and two of your best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, two of my three musketeer group ended up falling victim to these drugs.
I believe that. It was starting at
Myself and
11.
One of my other fellow friends.
Which drug did you start with first?
I actually started with cocaine.
At 15 years old.
And that
At
actually,
11.
Cocaine, I first tried that when I was 10 at a friend's party.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ,
Man,
man.
wow.
Was it another 10-year-old?
I was not hanging out with the same age people as myself.
Okay, I actually feel better hearing that, believe it or not, on some level. So
I would never think for 1 minute that my 10-year-old would be doing that level
I'll
of
be 100% honest about it. I was hanging out with, or as my dad, may God rest his soul, the way he referred to him as, I was hanging out with nothing but street urchins.
Okay.
I understand that. I'm just thinking, look, kids are kids. If I found out that someone gave my 10-year-old kid cocaine or meth or whatever it is, right, even booze when they're 10, that person would not be on this earth. I promise you that. If I found it and he said, well, I got it from whoever.
I'd be pissed off if I found out anybody gave a 10-year-old cocaine.
Yeah, I know. Just saying as a dad. Like,
you're right. I know.
Now, you are absolutely correct,
Just
Ted.
like
I'm just
10.
referencing my kid. I'm just thinking, like, I would end their life without question.
Now, did you have to go back to school after all this and try to catch up?
I was actually still going through school while I was using. The day after, because I had court the next day after, or like 2 days after my buddy broke my nose, I had court. And believe it or not, I ended up catching 3 felony charges for drugs and went to juvenile prison for a year and a half. Got out, and I've been clean ever since.
Damn. Good work. Have you seen Marty Supreme yet?
No, I have not.
All right. I imagine you're good at table tennis. Going to juvie.
just
that
going to
young.
juvie, yeah. So, go ahead.
I will say this much, that I walked up to my best friend Tyler, the same person who broke my nose, who caught me getting high, about a year after I got out of juvenile prison. I walked up to him because I seen him in the store. I tapped him on the shoulder. He turned around. I said, I know you probably have nothing you want to say to me. I know you probably don't want nothing to do with me, but thank you. You saved my life. I went to walk away. He grabbed me by my shoulder, whipped me around, put me in a bear hug, and started crying, saying that's all I wanted, really, was my best friend back.
Yeah, that's fair, man. And so, are you addicted to anything now?
I am.
Okay.
And I'm willing to admit it.
All right, that means it's legal.
I am fully aware of my addiction to Monster energy drink.
How many are you drinking a day?
A minimum of 3 16-ounces.
Okay. All right. That's a lot.
That's we had a guy yesterday.
He lost his teeth, basically.
Well, okay. So there was a guy yesterday who drank approximately 3 monsters a day, or 3 monsters a day, 21 a week. And he said that's why he lost his teeth. I just want to add the one thing he neglected to mention. He also had not gone to the dentist in decades and did not brush his teeth. But he blames the monster. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't believe that. It's just like the hype. Every time somebody sees me drinking it, they try to say that the Monster logo is Roman numerals for 666.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I've done my research. And if you actually look on Google, like do the Google image search of the Monster logo, it's actually Roman numerals for 86.
Oh, okay. Well, can you have an occasional have an occasional beer? I mean, would you smoke a joint?
Oh,
yeah, man.
Believe it or not, I am a hardcore pothead. I actually use my pot when I get the urge to go out and get high. I'll go and get baked instead.
So the urge is still there.
Oh, yes. I will never deny the fact that urge is there, and there are days where it's hard to fight it.
Wow, man.
To the point where during the beginning of my recovery, in the first 2 years of my recovery, after I got out of prison and whatnot, I actually went and bought a brand new meth pipe. Let me completely explain before you guys jump to conclusions. I had bought a meth pipe, went up to the pot store, got me some gram of shatter oil, put it in the pipe, and did that as a placebo. Smoked it the same way I would with meth.
Okay.
But marijuana oil as a placebo effect to help relieve the itch to go out and smoke than that.
Whatever works.
I get it, man.
If that works for you,
If you see me on
whatever works.
If you see me on a plane, I probably have a straw, a coffee stir, or a toothpick in my mouth. So when they remind me that I can't smoke, I frickin' know you sons of bitches. That's just kind of my oral fixation to get to the flight.
Yeah.
I 100% understand that one. I was a flagger for 12 years, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
also-
look, my buddy Matt from the podcast, like he hasn't drank in years. I was down there in May. I just took a month off, but we still went through, I think, 40 or 50 NA beers.
Right.
Just because we were used to drinking beers together.
Yeah. You should rip us in when you're on the plane.
I've thought about it, man. I don't know. I'm just like, part of it is just like, look, I can get through the flight. It does not get me as badly as people would think. And I've told the people, well, like my wife, like, don't ask me how I'm doing. I'm fine. Like, don't bring it up. That's why. So, like, at the beginning of the flight, I know they're going to go through all the rigmarole. It's FAA required, blah, 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 blah. But they'll remind you sometimes it's a flight like West Coast to East Coast, right? 6-hour flight. About 3 hours in, they pop back on to remind you. And it's just the no smoking. You know, they might say, hey, put on your seatbelts, blah, blah, blah. But then they bring up the smoking thing again. And I'm like, okay, well, I wasn't thinking about it. You brought it up. And like, look, man, unless you just caught someone in the bathroom trying to rip a cigarette, why did you bring it up?
It must be automated because the pilot's going to come out.
Maybe,
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to turn that no smoking sign back on. Sorry about that.
I would get it if someone
They
tried
don't
to
say
sneak
that.
it. I go like, right, then please, hey, we were serious when we said don't do this. But like, everyone's just on the flight. Nobody's doing anything. Like, we just want to remind you it's a no smoking flight.
Is that the only place that Sean Penn can't smoke?
I don't know. Him and Dave Chappelle.
Well,
I get a
they
feeling
fly private.
Are they
though.
flying private?
they're smoking.
Well, here's the other thing, too. I think nowadays, right, you can't take lighters through TSA, can you?
I think you
do.
can now. I think you're okay to bring
I was
a
going to
lighter
say,
now.
like, even if you had the urge, it's all you can light one up.
Right.
Yeah. No,
There's
you can bring them now. I believe you're safe to bring them.
There's a handful of celebrities. Keith Richards would be one.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Chappelle would be another one. Definitely Sean Penn.
Well, Dave Chappelle even has like the rider. It says like, I know you have a no smoking facility, but if you want to book me, I'm smoking on stage. And because it's Dave Chappelle, like, oh, okay. Which would kill me. Like, I don't want to watch you perform because I'm going to sit there and smell your cigarette thinking, well, I'm a bald black guy. I would like to smoke a cigarette too.
I wonder how far you can smell the smoke away from somebody on stage. Like, could you really smell it? And Climate Pledge Arena, you're in there.
Not
you're
a
up on the top deck.
How close are
Do you
you?
think you can smell the smoke?
I think maybe if you're
Because
up
you got
front.
to remember, man, at that Puff Puff Pass tour that my daughter went to, like I told you, she and her friend got there early, and it was the Paramount, and so it was just they taken all the seats out of the floor. So when they were standing in line, they got up to the front.
Yeah.
And my daughter got a joint pass by Snoop Dogg, but he was all he was doing was lighting them, taking the first drag, bending over, and handing them around, and then you just started passing them back.
Yeah.
And she said like after a couple of hits, and she was in high school. After a couple of hits, you just take it and pass it back because you're already stoned.
Because you're stoned.
You don't need to smoke any more weed, But that entire facility was just, she said, one cloud.
Oh, I believe that.
Of marijuana smoke. 'Cause you would think like of the Puff Puff Pass tour would be a Marymore.
Or something outdoors.
Yeah, something where like, okay, I get it. It makes sense. You're not really, but in the Paramount Theater, to me, that's pretty crazy.
It's kind of cool. That's my thought.
I mean, I'm sure people have smoked weed in there during concerts and everything.
No.
But the entire show.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like,
No, never,
What
man.
show is that, Ted?
oh, that's strange.
There's nothing strange.
Dude, I went to the men's bathroom during the intermission of Peppa Pig Live. The kids were super little, all right? So we took them to Peppa Pig Live. Just me, it's them. They think it's great. I ran to the bathroom. It reeked of freshly smoked weed. And I thought, this makes sense. Because it's another parent
it's Peppa
sitting
Pig.
through Peppa Pig Live like, I got to make this entertaining, man.
I mean, I think it
Can't
depends.
smoke in the car with the kids in it.
It depends on the show, too, right?
Sure.
Like, I have heard
You have.
there might have been
With my own eyes.
some marijuana smoked in the Sphere during a Dead show.
Yeah,
I have heard this.
Yes.
And it just seemed after a certain point, they were like, all right, forget it.
See, to me, well, you would need it with Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
See, that's when I would smoke weed.
Absolutely.
Because we're going to this movie in the Sphere. I'm not going to smoke it in there, but I'm definitely walking in high.
I will say back in 06, 07, I saw Willie Nelson. The first time I saw him was down in Ridgefield at that amphitheater.
Okay.
Right? Down closer to Portland. So it's a little bit smaller, and it wasn't very crowded that day, right? So me and the person I'm with, like, we're sitting there, and it's a Willie Nelson concert. It's still daylight, but people started smoking weed. Weed was not legal yet.
Yeah.
And then the security guard, he went up to a couple people and then just kind of went, what am I going to do?
But what are you going to do, man?
And then I remember also another guy sat down next to us and he was like, $20 eighths or whatever. And I'm like, it's Willie Nelson, man. You don't think anybody showed up here with their weed?
The old weed. Come on. Yeah.
I bet he sold all of it.
He sat there and just lit a joint with us.
Yeah.
Like the girl, I don't think she smoked. I was like, I'll smoke with you, but I'm not going to buy one. Like I brought 4 with me.
Yeah, right, come on. It's Willie Nelson, bro.
What was your addiction? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Brian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Hola.
So back in 2013, my son was a senior in high school. We took a family trip to Hawaii. I was a smoker back then, just cigarettes and stuff. And my son, I knew had been smoking pot. At the time, I don't think it was legal yet here in Washington. Maybe medicinally it was illegal, but we didn't have recreational shops yet. So he was getting it from wherever from his friends. And at the time, I wasn't too happy with it. So we were in Hawaii, like I said, and on a trip. And then I light up one day before we were going to go somewhere in Hawaii and went out to the car and stood in front of the car and had a cigarette while I'm waiting for my wife and my son to come out. And he finally came out and he kind of gave me the sad, Dad, I really don't want you to do that. I want you to stick around for a while. I really want you to quit smoking. And I said, look, I'll make you a deal. I'll quit smoking. You quit smoking pot with your friends. He said, yeah, okay. We shook on it. And to be honest with you, to this day, I haven't smoked pot. My son, well, marijuana became legal and he's still smoking pot.
You lost the deal. You lost the bet.
Yeah. I mean, he's not, he's now, he's got a steady job. It's not like it affects him or anything, but it's just, I thought it's funny when I look back on it now saying I could have continued smoking because he's still smoking pot.
Yeah. And so that you said that was 2013. That's what, 13 years as it is now. So do you still have the urge to smoke or is most of that gone away?
It's gone away. I still drink beer all the time, but I never really get the urge to smoke. And sometimes we smell it maybe a little bit, but I mean, I'd say 95%. I don't ever have the urge to smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, good, man.
I'll tell you what, though, man. As far as weed goes, if your son, there's nothing more that he wanted to do, or maybe he doesn't know, but Hawaiian weed is some of the best. It really is. It's just got this taste to it, and there's been a couple of places where we can buy great weed, but it's all indoors and it's all done differently. And the first time I had weed in Jamaica, I just could not believe how high I was.
Oh, yeah.
It was insane how stoned I was.
Yeah.
These are all places that grow it outdoors. Puerto Rico had the same exact type of weed, just stoned. Dominican Republic, stoned. Hawaii, stoned. Cancun, stoned. Because all this stuff is grown outside.
Oh, yeah.
It's completely different. It's like the difference between grass and corn-fed beef.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can just tell the difference immediately, man. It'll knock you out.
That's one of the things I like about New Mexico.
You got this brown ring around your lip. You know what I mean? It's all gummy. It's like someone poured maple syrup around your lips.
But like all the cab drivers in Mexico, they clearly identified that I might be interested in weed. And that seems to be kind of their side hustle. So you get into the airport, they load up your suitcases, man. And I mean, it can be Mexico City, it can be Mazatlan. They look at me in the review mirror, and they instantly ask the question, you smoking the marijuana? I'm like, I do, man. They give me their number, they deliver. Every time. Never had a problem with it at all.
Did you get in a fish fillet canister or something?
This was the greatest, man. It was Mazatlan. They have these pulmonias or pulmonia, however you say it. But it's like a golf cart, but it's a taxi, all right? So this guy's zipping around. I put out my cigarette before I get in his vehicle. So he goes, oh, you smoke? I'm like, well, yeah, I put out my cigarette. He's like, no, man. Weed. I'm like, oh, yeah, absolutely. He goes, would you like to buy some? Absolutely. So he makes a phone call. Keep in mind, he's driving this thing. Makes a phone call. He looks at me and says, all right, man, we got the deal. I just have to get off the main highway here, so no problem. Pull into this residential neighborhood, and as they are wont to do in Mexico, we kind of drive into like an impromptu block party. All right, so there's like 40 people out there, kids playing, adults are all doing their thing. He doesn't slow down. He just keeps driving. And as we're getting toward this party, I see this woman's kind of walking to the edge of the road. She throws one of the old styrofoam Big Mac containers, but she's done this a million times because he doesn't slow down. She throws it. This thing lands in the front seat next to him. We keep driving. Gets back on the highway. He hands it to me. It's $40 worth of weed. It was that easy, man.
It's a Big Mac.
Yeah.
What is or what was your addiction? 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average, and auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
At Homes.com, we do whatever it takes to get you the in-depth info on local schools you won't find anywhere else. Things like student-teacher ratio, test scores, and school programs. And sometimes that requires attending school recitals. So many recitals.
That's my son. Isn't he terrific?
Yeah, a real prodigy. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinkies, get to the root of your plumbing problems. PinkiesPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
Lowe's knows how to turn big plans into real results. Whether it's new appliances or a home refresh, get started with 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more with a MyLowe's Rewards credit card, January 15th through the 30th. So you can invest in your upgrade now and pay over time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payment required. See store or Lowe's.com for details.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while paying for overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to health insurance with a biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average, and auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
With a detailed agent directory you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Looking for a listing agent's contact info? We've got it. The agent with the most sales in your price range? Easy. Specialized agents with all the up-to-date info on your dream neighborhood? We'll know them. A Pisces who enjoys long walks on the beach? You've got other sites for that. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Did you know that you can buy your car completely online on AutoTrader? Really? Just visit autotrader.com, filter and search through dealer listings for the car you want, make, model, color, and all the features that matter to you. Go ahead. Get picky. Whether you're into subcompacts with heated cup holders, crossovers with all-wheel drive, pickups with kicking sound systems, or SUVs that can survive whatever chaos your kids unleash. Just drop in your info and you'll only see cars in your budget. Really. Once you find your one and only, you can do the whole deal online and have the car delivered to your driveway. Or you can pick it up at the dealership and drive your new ride right off the lot. Really. AutoTrader makes it easy to buy your car online because the whole process is designed around your wants and must-haves. AutoTrader. Buy your car online. Really.
What is or what was your addiction? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Troy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. All right, Troy, what is or was your addiction?
A lot of different things.
Hello.
Hey, Troy, you're going to have to call us. There you go. You're cutting in and out there, Troy. Start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Yep. So I've been addicted to a lot of different things, but my most recent...
Oh, geez, dude.
Once again, bedroom colors, here
are the 7 words you can't say on the radio. Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now back to the program.
I know you told him to say that. I know you told him.
You were there when I said don't swear.
Jeez,
that counts as a swear word, Troy.
He thought that was in there.
Got it, man. You can't. We understand. Don't worry. He's legit. Like, he's not just saying, oh,
you
man.
want me to go back to him?
Yeah, go back to him. Just don't say the pink word.
No pink words, man. Do you mean a sex addict?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just say that, please, Troy.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. How did this come about?
Oh, I just became, after quitting all the other stuff, I had no other addictions, and I just became obsessed and couldn't get enough, and then I got caught a couple times, and
caught by who?
By a partner.
Oh, yeah, that's problematic.
Okay. Were you cheating on her, or were you going out and purchasing this product?
All the above.
Okay.
So is this actually a thing? Because we hear about it all the time, right? So how is it diagnosed? Is it something you actually have to go to therapy for?
So I've been addicted to drugs several times, and it was the same exact behavior. And yes, I do have to go to counseling of therapy. I even see a psychiatrist to help keep my thoughts at bay.
All right. Were you sexually active with your partner?
Yeah, but that dwindled, of course, over time.
Yeah.
So.
All right. And how did you get busted?
By what is it? Condoms, having condoms on me.
Okay. Now, at what point do you realize it's an addiction? Like, at what point do you actually seek help? Because everyone I know is looking to get laid all the time. But at the point that you need counseling, what's the trigger that says you actually need psychological help with a sex addiction?
When I couldn't control my want, I couldn't, like, I would go to the ends of there to get some, you know.
All right. Well, let's not get specific about the acts, but how much were you spending when you went out and paid for it?
Oh, I've spent thousands, but at per time, you know, anywhere from 200 or more, you know.
Now, is this like an Aurora thing, or do you like use an escort or something like that?
Oh, that was a point of it. Yeah, I've been in that area, but I would call people, I would see people online, you know, and yeah, just all various different ways of getting what I wanted.
All right. So how long were you, quote unquote, and did you basically replace the drug addiction with sex? So basically take one addiction, switch it with another.
So I just know that's what it was, because when I first got sober, that's what I told myself I'd do. And I did it and got carried away.
Was this was this daily? So in other words, let's say you hooked up with your partner. Now, would you go out later on in the evening or in the afternoon and try to find someone else again?
Yeah, no, there would be times, but it normally wouldn't be after my partner, but I would there'd be times where I'd see 2 or 3 people a day. Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Okay.
And how long have you been in counseling for this?
Over a year now.
Over a year. And did you motivate yourself to seek this out, or was this suggested to you?
It was both. I knew I was at a point where I needed help, and of course, the person I'm with wanted to see me get help.
Well, sure, I can understand that.
Are you still with that person?
Huh? Yeah.
You're still with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
So she stuck through all that crap?
Yeah, we're like together but not together, I guess. But yeah, she's my partner, man.
I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's great. So as far as sex addiction goes, I just Googled. Now, these are 13 celebrities who have been diagnosed as a sex addict. I'm just going to go down the list.
I think I know 2.
So they have David Duchovny. All right.
Yep.
X-Files.
I would say Charlie Sheen.
And, hang on. We have, I don't know who this is, Andra Day. Rise Up. She played United States versus Billie Holiday. Anyway, an actress. Dean McDermott. I know these are people who have been diagnosed.
Oh,
as
yeah,
sex
Tori
addicts.
Spellings.
Tori
Oh,
Spellings.
yeah, that's where it says. Yeah, Tori Spellings X. Let's see. We all know this one, Mr. Tiger Woods.
Now, has he ever publicly stated that?
I don't know that he publicly.
I feel like he did when he
went to sex rehab after the incident with his wife on the day after Thanksgiving.
They say Wood said once he finished therapy, quote, "What I learned is that for the rest of my life, I can't have sex with someone unless I genuinely feel something for him. If I do, I'm putting myself in jeopardy." We continue. More sex addicts as far as been diagnosed that we know. Robbie Williams. Heard that. Yeah, the English pop star. By the way, none of these people so far.
Oh, I got Charlie Sheen right.
You got Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, Tiger and Charlie were mine.
Our boy, Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe, really?
Rob Lowe, yeah. They say, let's see.
The poor ladies that he has sex with.
Oh, I know. I mean, they probably hated it.
I know.
I mean, my God, you look up and there's Rob Lowe.
How many women have you had sex with, Rob?
Well...
And that's what we were talking about earlier. So there's not a lot of ugly people that we know of. They get diagnosed as being a sex addict. Because I'm like, if you look as good as these people and have that money, you can have sex with pretty much anyone you want. You've never heard Danny DeVito or Paul Giamatti, right?
That was used for his sex addiction.
Right. Jada Pinkett Smith. They got a whole thing going on in their world. Another bald black person, Lamar Odom. Sorry, the picture they had of Jada, they kind of look the same there.
Colin Farrell. Also, he's another guy that went clean.
Colin doggone Farrell.
He used to go through a lot of stuff. I don't know if sex was part of it, but he's super sober. Like, so we met him at a bar. He was not drinking. He was Farrell.
Well, I asked him if he wanted to do a shot of Jameson with me, and he basically explained that. He's like, "Oh, no, mate, I appreciate it. I've been dry."
He strikes me as like the last caller. He just seems like one of those people that gets addicted and stays, whatever it is.
He's got there's always the compulsion. You got to fill it with something. Mike Cosson, it's an ex-NFL player. Let's see. He did a couple of years-long stint in sex rehab. Okay.
Somebody on the YouTube says Drew Carey. Did he come out as an addict?
I don't know.
He talks about hired
open
hookers
about it.
and sex dungeons. I don't know.
Yeah, he has like a sex dungeon. He's had hooker, all this kind of stuff. But he's so open about it where most addicts hide it.
Gotcha.
So at that point, maybe he is, but he's open about it. And he's not committing any crimes.
So he's like a game show Christian Grey.
Yeah. I mean, basically, he's like, well, yeah, I love prostitutes. I have a sex dungeon. These are the things that I'm into. What about it? So no one could really make fun of him because it's like, no, I own this, man.
Well, Rex Ryan's the same way with his
Rex
fetish.
Ryan,
Not that he's a sex addict, but
he just has a fetish.
He has a fetish, and he's very open about talking about it.
Let's see. Jennifer Lewis, she was on Blackish. Oh, she was the mom, Anthony Anderson's mother on Brackish, as you would say, Mike. Let's see. Jesse James. Who was he married to?
Sandra Bullock. Is that right?
I think he was married to Sandra Bullock, yeah. So he got,
was it Sandra Bullock? Then he was married to Kat Von D, I think.
Was he married to her as well?
What is or what was your addiction? 206-803-ROCK.
Oh, I just went to another list of 10. They put a lot of the same names. Justin Bieber shows up on this one. Now we just covered her. A$AP Rocky, James Franco, Russell Brand, although his seems to be more of the negative category.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's not an addict.
Doesn't mean he's not an addict. Just saying, but you know.
He crosses the line.
I'll be honest. That last caller is the first non-famous person I've ever heard say it.
I am right there with you. Every other time. Who was married to Halle Berry? Was it Eric Benet?
Mm-hmm.
And his whole thing, well, I'm a sex addict. And again, we're like, he's one of the best looking men you've ever seen in your life. And I'm like, you're a millionaire that looks good. Are you a sex
addict?
Also
married to Halle Berry.
Are you taking advantage of what's available? And I'm not minimizing being a sex addict. What I'm saying is a lot of these people call themselves sex addicts. I'm like, but your commonality is rich and good looking.
Right.
Is Mick Jagger a sex addict, or is it that women were throwing themselves at him?
Correct. It's kind of like you guys walking into a bar. Like, are you guys alcoholics, or do people just keep bringing you shots?
No, we're alcoholics. No, we're alcoholics. I'm pretty sure that's a fact.
The jury is out. The jury is out is what I will say.
I'm guilty.
Yeah. Guilty. Hello, Roger. Welcome to the men's room.
Yeah, hello.
Hola.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Huddle up. We got one play. Everything we work for comes down to this.
Quick question. Speaking of workouts, how would you rate your athletic program?
Bro, we're in the middle of the state championship.
Oh, so like a B+ then?
Dude, get out of our huddle.
Well, at Homes.com, we leave it all on the field to get you detailed information on local schools.
Off the field.
Off the field. Copy. All right, go sports.
How did he even get in here?
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Did you know that you can buy your car completely online on AutoTrader? Really? Just visit autotrader.com, filter and search through dealer listings for the car you want, make, model, color, and all the features that matter to you. Go ahead, get picky. Whether you're into subcompacts with heated cup holders, crossovers with all-wheel drive, pickups with kicking sound systems, or SUVs that can survive whatever chaos your kids unleash. Just drop in your info and you'll only see cars in your budget. Really. Once you find your one and only, you can do the whole deal online and have the car delivered to your driveway. Or you can pick it up at the dealership and drive your new ride right off the lot. Really. AutoTrader makes it easy to buy your car online because the whole process is designed around your wants and must-haves. AutoTrader. Buy your car online. Really.
No matter why you give, your donations can do so much more with a donor-advised fund from DAF Giving 360. You can get a tax deduction upon funding an account, and your assets can potentially grow tax-free as you recommend when and where to give. It's a tax-smart way to maximize your charitable giving from a fund with over 25 years of experience, bringing donors, financial advisors, and charities together. Make a greater impact with DAF Giving 360. Learn more at dafgiving360.org.
So, Roger, what are you addicted to, or were?
Well, I'm currently in a full-blown addiction with Helifetti.
With what?
The world's most deadliest drug, fentanyl.
Fentanyl. They call it Fetty on the street.
Oh,
now.
Fetty. Sorry. All right, yeah.
Yep.
How did you get into fentanyl? What were you doing before you got into fentanyl?
Oh, well, I've been addicted to drugs my whole life. Everybody I know is addicted to drugs. So, basically what happened was I have a friend who I relate to a lot. He has seizures. He's epileptic and he has seizures. So I relate to him a lot, so do I. And he told me, before I was doing it, he told me that he does it because it cures his seizures. He says whenever he has to go to a public place, he did this, he smoked fentanyl, and it would help him not have a seizure in public places.
Well, I mean, the truth of fentanyl is that it has medical applications, much like oxys. People using them for the wrong reasons is what leads to the stuff, right? So when I say fentanyl's coming over the border, I don't know what country that would be for them, but we also produce it here in the United States, right? Just to throw it out there. It is a legal drug. It's just one of them that gets heavily abused, and obviously it's gotten into the wrong hands.
Are you on it right now?
Yes. I had a traumatic brain injury, which caused the seizures. And so it works for pain, too, really well. It's the only thing that actually works anymore for pain because my senses are so dulled by the strong painkiller.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Now, when you see people on the streets, like on 3rd, for an example, bad example, but it's the most prominent.
It's the best example.
And they're doing that lean over thing, but they never fall down, which is amazing. It's almost like, they're doing a balance beam routine.
Yeah.
Is that, what is up with the balance?
They don't need it, so that's why that happens. See, that never happens to me. I don't nod out. I don't bend over, fall over. I don't fall asleep and, at the wheel. I don't go to public places and make a fool of myself and look stupid nodding out. So that's, it's the people that need it, they don't really go through things like that unless, of course, they're spending hundreds of dollars on it.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Do I have a job?
Yes.
No, I'm disabled from traumatic brain injury.
What? How did you hurt your head?
Well, my friends call me Jesus. I'm a savior because I basically spend all my time helping my friends out that they all have addictions, so I had to help them all out with all sorts of different things. So I have to stay on my toes all the time. So there's times where I'll wake up and smoke like one hit of fentanyl and go all day without it because I'm doing things, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As long as I'm not going to a public place, doing something publicly, I won't have to smoke more fentanyl.
All right. How did you get the brain injury?
Police brutality, sir.
You're doing what now?
Police brutality.
Police brutality. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're being arrested.
Right.
Okay. All right. I follow you.
And now you're doing the fentanyl. Although I will say, for a fentanyl addict, they should get in a limbo competition because I guarantee you they could bend backwards.
The Olympics are coming up.
Now, we had cops in here 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, and we asked them about that and said, man, for whatever, like, you can find a heroin addict. I know they're on heroin. Fentanyl, you can tell because they'll be dead asleep, but they're leaning backwards. And they said it's inexplicable. It is only that drug. Because
What does that fall under? Is it just is it because it doesn't come up on the 10 most common addictions in the United States. So as far as the name that I know,
opiate addiction probably.
Is it opiate addiction?
It's an
opiate. So
cover.
then it's the fourth. It's the fourth.
Correct. Whether it's heroin,
Oxys,
pills,
right? All that stuff.
fentanyl, it's all opiates.
But they said with fentanyl, and these are the cops that were here, and we asked them, we were kind of joking, and they're like, no, man, that's for real. And I want to say they were training in Pennsylvania, whatever it was. Different people on different drugs, and that way.
Philadelphia, I think.
These people that were already addicts, they would volunteer to help the cops identify what someone might be on. And they said with fentanyl, it's unbelievable, but they had one of the guys, and like he nodded off, and he's leaning backwards, but they said his feet were flat on the ground, but he would not fall over. And they said fentanyl is the only drug where you'll watch heroin, it's kind of like when you're nodding off on the plane or something. Your head drops, you wake up. So they kind of do that thing.
And they're usually like sitting down or...
They'll take the time to sit down, but even if they're standing up, once they start to nod off, they kind of wake up again, and they'll go through that for an hour. Instead of fentanyl, like, they're out, but they do not fall over. And there's something, what did he say, like, sucks your feet to the ground somehow, man. It's,
right. Have you guys reduced any of your previous addictions? So, for an example, when the cops were in here, and we got high outside, we used to get high a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Before we went on the air.
Oh, sure.
In 21 years here, I mean, you guys know. We would go outside, we would get stoned, we would come in, we'd do the show. It didn't really affect us in any way. In my mind, we just laugh more. Of course, there's weed week. But
that was different. That you were powering.
Yeah, exactly. But I really have, it's not that I don't still smoke weed. I do.
Weed week!
I'll go home tonight and I'll smoke a bowl and I'll find something to watch on television. But I used to smoke it all throughout the day, all those things. I used to always have weed on me. And anymore, it's not that I don't like smoking it. I just don't smoke it the same amount that I used to.
I don't smoke nearly as much, and I will smoke it every day. But count on that. But usually at night,
I smoke it every day.
The kids have gone to bed, that kind of. Having kids is what did it for me, right? Because I was doing a ton of blow, doing a ton of weed and all that. And you have kids and you go, okay, one, financially, this is not sustainable, right? But also, just to be the best version you can be, well, the best version they're going to get, Dad still smokes cigarettes and drinks beer. But all that other stuff, you just cut it out. But you realize it's not so much you're addicted, it's just it was available and it was fun. Because people that are addicted to cocaine might have kids, and they still do cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for me, I'm just like, all right, it's like cutting out Coca-Cola or something like that. Like, I like the taste, but I don't need it, and it's real easy for me to drop. The flip side is, obviously, I still need my sugar high because I love my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yes, it tastes good, but in the end, it's probably about the sugar high. Weed, I just enjoy weed, but I'll wait till the kids go to bed, and I'll get stoned and watch some garbage on TV. But the cigarettes and the booze, I mean, like, that's still prevalent. But even with that said, since I've had kids, definitely cut back on the alcohol consumption.
Yeah. Do you guys know one of the most dangerous sports as far as addictions go? I read this today, and I was like,
highlight
makes sense.
Golf.
Golf is up there.
That's like just good booze.
Well, there are a handful of sports that will allow you to drink, smoke.
Yeah, and golf lets you do. So, like,
I'll smoke a little weed on a golf course if somebody brings it. No problem. And I kind of focus in a little bit more, but it's actually darts.
That makes sense.
Darts.
Where is it played most
as far as the
prevalently?
percentage of addicted people who play the game. Bowling was involved in that. I was just like, because that's not what I would think. I think, like, look, man, I played football. I busted my ass, my body this past weekend. My body's sore. Maybe I'll take some pills.
But you can't play football in a bar.
Well, I was thinking
right.
more
It's
of
very
taking
situational.
drugs to just recover from pain or any of those things, more so than I was thinking of, you get loaded and go bowling.
But not everyone on the football team is in enough pain where they're, crushing up oxys and snorting it. But at the bar, everyone I know that plays darts, and actually I got a couple buddies that have their own darts team, but it is always at a bar. It's never anywhere other than a bar. and they never come home sober. It is just understood.
And the more you drink, apparently the steadier you get.
I guess. I mean, they're competitive.
The better you get.
They're really good. But it is just understood we are also going to get hammered. Not like we're going to go out and drink, but like we're going to play darts. We are playing for money, but we're going to get piss drunk. And that's the one night of the week where they can go out 7 nights a week. 6 of those nights, like, maybe I got a buzz. Maybe I had 2 beers. And actually, I bumped into 2 of them the other night at the bar. They were fine. Yeah. Just sipping beers. We had a quick conversation about football. If they were playing darts, I mean, there's empty shot glasses, there's empty pitchers, and throwing their words and the whole nine.
Well, Calvin Johnson, ex-wide receiver for the Lions, he was on a podcast, and he said, look, man, I used to smoke weed on the way to the game.
Yeah.
And I'd light it up and then get on the field and light it up. He's like, it's one thing about smoking weed. I didn't do it all the time. Obviously, away games, you're not doing that because you're not driving yourself to the stadium.
Right.
But he's like, it never inhibited my performance on the field.
Clearly, it did.
But there are sports. I mean, NBA guys. I mean, most of those guys
notorious for smoking before games.
But hockey guys are not. There's certain sports that just lend themselves. Maybe they are, but it just doesn't seem like
hockey guys are not. But they're pretty notorious for just ripping booze after the game.
I mean, those guys. Yeah.
Baseball's the same way. Baseball's not a stoner sport. It's a beer drinking sport. I'm not saying you can't be high and do it.
Correct.
Yeah, but what you're known for, certainly hockey, booze.
I'm thinking Wade Boggs, obviously. But,
Boggsy.
Yeah. What is or what was your addiction? 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hold up, we got one play. Everything we work for comes down to this.
Quick question. Speaking of workouts, how would you rate your athletic program?
Bro, we're in the middle of the state championship.
Oh, so like a B+ then?
Dude, get out of our huddle.
Well, at Homes.com, we leave it all on the field to get you detailed information on local schools.
Off the field.
Off the field. Copy. All right, go sports.
How'd he even get in here?
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Did you know that you can buy your car completely online on AutoTrader? Really? Just visit autotrader.com, filter and search through dealer listings for the car you want, make, model, color, and all the features that matter to you. Go ahead, get picky. Whether you're into subcompacts with heated cup holders, crossovers with all-wheel drive, pickups with kicking sound systems, or SUVs that can survive whatever chaos your kids unleash. Just drop in your info and you'll only see cars in your budget. Really. Once you find your one and only, you can do the whole deal online and have the car delivered to your driveway. Or you can pick it up at the dealership and drive your new ride right off the lot. Really. AutoTrader makes it easy to buy your car online because the whole process is designed around your wants and must-haves. AutoTrader. Buy your car online. Really.
With over 25 years of experience, DAF Giving 360's donor-advised funds can help you get a tax deduction and potentially grow your charitable dollars tax-free while you recommend when and where to give. Learn more at dafgiving360.org.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while paying for overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to health insurance with a biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Coming up at 4:30 tomorrow on the program, Dan Patrick from the Dan Patrick Show joins us. Obviously, we're going to talk hopefully a little Seahawks football.
You would think so.
Get his opinions on that. 4:30. Hopefully, you can join us. We're excited to have Dan Patrick on the show. Our question today, what is or what was your addiction? 206-803-ROCK. I'll give you the 10 addictions in modern society.
Modern society.
You guys let me know if you believe that you are addicted or have enjoyed any of these things.
Okay.
All right. The first one is coffee. It is the most widely used in society, therefore it's generally acceptable, and that can open the door to overuse. Research indicates that drinking too much caffeine can cause restlessness, anxiety, irritability, all that stuff. The safe zone is not more than 5 cups a day or 600 milligrams.
I enjoy coffee, not addicted at all.
I'm not. There have been times where I have had jobs where I chug coffee, but that was because I was doing a morning show. I was up at 4:30 in the morning.
Understood.
There's a pot of coffee when I get to work. I've already had a cup of coffee when I get into work. I drink coffee the entire show, then get off. Coffee's done. But since I have not had that shift in 25 years, I have not had coffee nearly as much. One cup of coffee I'll do. That's about it.
It's funny, during the work week, I usually drink 2 cups of coffee, or I'll get a can of, so I'll usually have 2 or 3 coffees a day.
Yeah.
But sometimes on like Saturday and Sunday, I just kind of forget.
Mike? Coffee. How much coffee a day?
Like I said, it depends on the day. If I'm having coffee with the old man at breakfast, I'm, somewhere around 5 or 6 cups of coffee. If I'm here at the office, probably about 4 or 5.
Wow. Okay. You're right on the borderline.
Yeah.
I'm with Mike. If I go have breakfast with somebody for some reason, now I'm having 3 cups of breakfast.
Could you go a week without coffee, do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't drink it on the weekend. I only drink it during the weekday.
I do enjoy it, but I didn't start drinking coffee till like my 30s, but I love it.
Yeah, I love the taste of it too. I don't think I'm addicted to it.
I will say the old man and I, we go to our regular spot every Tuesday morning to have breakfast before we go to the auction. And we got there so regular and we drank coffee so often that by the 3rd time we showed up, there was a full carafe of coffee.
Just waiting for it.
Well, also before you guys do an auction together, do you drink a cup of coffee just to get kind of like amped up for
Just
it?
get warm. When I went through school, they actually recommended against drinking coffee before you go up there because it will dry out your mouth and your throat, but I don't care.
Well, that was part of the reason I stopped, because I was having some throat issues.
Yeah.
So they told me that was one of the main things. And I was like, why? Because if I have hot tea, what's the difference? They're like, I don't know. There's a difference.
Right.
Whatever.
If I'm going to host something like an event in the evening, then that's definitely like, let's have some coffee in the evening or a Red Bull or something.
See, mine to get jacked up like that is a beer.
I do 2 shots of Jack. Just, it loosens you up. You're not drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just kind of, all right.
Sometimes some of the places frown on you drinking before you do the announcement.
I understand. It just depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Do it before every one of my auctions.
Okay.
Give me a double shot. Let's go.
I also one of those people, and you guys heard me say this before, but like by like the 3rd beer, I'm not hammered, but my tongue gets thick.
It gets thick?
Like it sounds like I'm slurring. I mean, some people think I'm drunk or high on this show all the time anyhow, and I'm stone sober.
Yeah.
So it's like I got to be very careful about having a couple beers or something. Is by like the 3rd one, you can kind of tell.
You start slurring?
Or just the fat tongue?
Just a fat tongue. A bartender buddy. I said, because my other buddy said, hey, how do you know when I'm drunk? And he goes, you want me to be honest with you? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, looking at my buddy, he goes, you get a lot louder and your hands are going everywhere. And he's a big man. So it's like,
I know who that is.
Right. You think he's a knockout? And I said, well, do me. And he goes, you don't want to know. And I go, what? And he goes, you get a very fat tongue and sound kind of drunk. He goes, I've served you 3 beers in the last, hour and a half. He goes, I know you're not. He goes, but if I didn't know you, I think you might be kind of drunk.
All right. Okay. Number 2 on the list of the 10 most addictive things in modern society, that would be tobacco and nicotine. I'm guilty of that.
Yep,
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely a tobacco addict.
Is it
but
tobacco
there's a
or
difference.
is it nicotine?
There's a difference between the two. See, I think
it's the nicotine.
When I quit smoking, I was ripping those Zins.
Yeah.
They were also killing my throat. So that was another thing. But it did not give me the same buzz as a cigarette.
No.
It's still nicotine. But to get nicotine from tobacco was what I think that I'm addicted to. Because
definitely.
I don't one of those pouches. Like, for whatever reason, they just don't give me. And I was like buying 6s or whatever the highest one was.
And they go up to like 9s. You can get really big ones.
I still wasn't catching a buzz.
But that's why I haven't done them. I enjoy the process of smoking.
I
know that I need the nicotine feed, but it's the whole thing, man. Like, you're addicted to the entire process. So it's not like, I don't want a patch, I don't want the gums, Chantix. It's like, if I'm going to get my nicotine fix, it's going to be through a cigarette.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike, have you ever smoked a cigarette? Have you ever taken a dip or any of that?
No, sir.
Okay, nicotine free.
Oh, we got to change that.
Yeah. No, cigars is the closest I've ever come to a tobacco product.
But the thing with cigars is that because I'm a cigarette smoker, so I cannot figure out how to enjoy a cigar
without inhaling
the smoke. And then within 5 minutes, I feel like my head's going to pop off. I very rarely get headaches, but a cigar is a guaranteed quick road for me to have a headache that I can't get rid of.
I just don't know where I can smoke them.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Well, golf course, people smoke them out there.
If I'm smoking,
in those
I like
environments where
smoking a
people do
cigar,
it.
right? So if I'm smoking at a golf course, like I can't smoke on my balcony,
Right.
right? Like
I can.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I mean, right. If I was at Mike's house and he wants to light one up, or like my buddy's condo that he owns, I'll smoke a cigar out there with him.
Well, I like the smell of the smoke. That does not bother me. It's just the fact that I inhale it. I remember even like at Teeny Biggs. Remember that place?
God, yeah, the cigar bar.
Cigar bar down there, and I'd walk in there and like, I love the smell of it. I just
can't do it.
I can't have one, so I just rip cigs in there. Alcohol is third.
Yep.
As far as addictions, that's definitely one for me.
I mean, I've been clean this week, but I'm looking forward to them on Saturday.
I have not been clean this week, and I will continue to not be clean this week. I want to say what Castle's doing to dry January.
Yeah.
I'm like, why, man? And he's like, it's just something I'm going to do. I'm like, no, it's healthy. I'm sure it has been
lost 7 pounds.
You're going to get them back in February.
He bought new jeans.
I broke dry January this last weekend.
Really? Did anything happen?
What happened?
It's just there's all kinds of stuff that's going on with family, and I said screw it. I'm out. I'm feeling good. Stopping at the Red Hot real quick. We're having a beer.
You know what? You can pick any 31-day month.
Exactly.
So what? I mean, it's a beer.
Right, that's where
as
I'm
long
at.
as you cut it back.
Well, and I'd done it for like the past 3-4 years. So I was like,
you're pretty religious about
like,
it.
screw it, man. I know I can go 31 days. We're not doing it this year. We're not doing it this year.
How about
I just like football too much. That's why I always pick.
That's tough,
January's a terrible month for this.
Yeah, so like April or May, I'll take a dry month. But
My birthday's this month. Hell, that sex addiction. We had a caller who called up earlier who was a sex addict. I don't know if I am a sex addict or not.
No, because you don't have any withdrawals from it. It can be on your brain all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the definition of this?
But the thing is, you can pick my words carefully. You can masturbate to pornography, and that's just as good. Like, to me, that would be the zen
But is that
of
part
the
of
cigarette
is that
world.
part of the sex addiction?
No, the sex addiction is about having sex.
Okay, so
Right,
if I'm not out pursuing it, if I'm not out, if I'm on
no, that's a sex addiction because there's also a porn addiction, and they're two different
totally
things.
different. Okay, all right, fair enough. All right. Illegal and prescription drugs. Now, this is one where I can say that I have tried a lot. Well, not a lot.
Plenty.
I've had Percocet. I think that was the best one I've ever had. And I took that before surgery. But when we were done with the surgery, I just took it for pain. But I did not want to. I was not seeking out that buzz anymore.
Now, Percocets to me were pretty weak. And I told when I had my tooth extraction, however many years ago it was, this is very illegal, but she gave me 30 Percocets. And she said, look, it's for the pain. And I said, I promise you I won't need all of them. I think I took 2. I was fine after that. But there was a former coworker of ours, and I knew that he liked to dabble and stuff, so I traded him basically 28 Percocets for an ounce of weed. And I'm sure it's illegal. No, they used to work here years ago.
Okay.
I'll tell you all fair. You'll be like, oh,
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll tell you what. Opiates, I've tried one time. Ted was there for that.
Yep.
That was the one and done.
That was it, man.
But the one I will give a little love to, which I don't mind at all, if, anyone wants to throw me an Adderall every once in a while, wherever we're out, I'm like, oh, yeah, man, I am down with that drug. And it's a prescription drug. It's just going the other direction. But actually, one of my family members gave me one, and I was like, this is great. I love this.
I was never big
Too
into
dangerous, though.
I mean, we all were, out partying during like when everybody was like doing
their stuff,
opiates and everything. But I never liked them. But I do like Valium.
Really? Well, see, there's always one.
It's like liquid. It's like prescription weed.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh, you're so chilled. I mean, it chills you out. Relax.
You're reliving the moment, brother.
I've never tried any kind of an opiate or hallucinogen or anything
All right, guys,
like
we
that.
need to crush this stuff up, but it drink.
And I've never been prescribed a painkiller in my life. Never even tried one.
Hallucinogens to me are different just because
I've never tried mushrooms.
You
or
can
anything
have
like that.
right, but like you can have them and you'll hold on to them for a while. Like I feel like people that do coke, like if they have coke, they're gonna do coke.
Yeah, because you
But
want
like
coke.
if you have mushrooms, you're waiting for like a show or something.
Same with acid.
I don't know anybody that's just like I'm on mushrooms every day.
I used to have acid in my house. I can't find it.
Oh no,
it sucks. I hid it somewhere because it's just like Ted says. You don't need it all the time. And what I would
check
do is,
your golf bag.
I would microdose every maybe once or twice a year.
Half a tab is not microdose.
Yeah, your version of a microdose does not meet the
You came in all
definition.
fired up. You said a microdose, then you described what you did. I was like, brother, you took half a tab.
You're just taking acid.
Porn tripping. Look, a porn star might say I have a micro penis, but I don't. Just depends on your version of size.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
Depends on who's measuring.
Like parking a bus in the Grand Canyon. You know what I mean? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. All right.
No, baby, this is on you.
Damn it, Miles. I'm actually quite average.
Look, there's a lot of
It will fit
psychedelics
sideways.
that can help a lot of things. I would just say this: like the first time I saw the Grateful or Dead and Company at the Sphere, I specifically was only drinking Bud Lights,
Right.
Because I was like, I want to take this in.
But you
So-
said you felt like you were tripping just based
it
on
was
all the-
unbelievable.
Well, if you win again,
I did.
you've been twice.
Correct.
Did you do anything the second time?
You know, leave that up to the imagination.
Guess that answers that.
I mean, I was there for 24 hours and slept 3 of them.
Was it a miles amount or was it an actual
Right.
micro amount?
No.
Okay, next on the list is gambling. I have to say I'm an addict of scratch-off tickets. Not so much pull tabs. If I see them, I'll play them. I just kill time. Like, again, nothing more than $100, but that's gambling.
It is gambling. Yeah,
So you either choose to do it or you cannot choose to do it, and I choose to play pull tabs and do scratch-off tickets, knowing damn
Are
well
you addicted, though?
the odds are against me.
I have zero addiction when it comes to money, other than the fact that my addictions cost money. I will never gamble my money away, but like I will give you more money than you deserve for shrooms, cigarettes, booze, but just straight money. Just that's the entire commerce. There's nothing in it.
I have such a fear of losing money that I can enjoy gambling and then be done within 15 minutes.
But again, like I said, my version of gambling is a slot machine for about 15 minutes. And honestly, I don't even perceive that as gambling. I'm just having fun. It's like playing an arcade game.
Right.
I'm
And
not
I'm so
competing with
hyper-aware.
anyone. Either I'm going to win or I'm not. And it's luckier than an arcade game because it takes no skill. Although, I told you that one Asian broad next to me in New Orleans, apparently it does take some skill. Because whatever the hell I was doing, she's mean mugging me.
You got to put more money in. Is the
It
thing.
wasn't that. I'm hitting
Just
the
the way
wrong
you
button.
play. Look,
She
whatever-
finally leaned over, just said no. And I've never seen. She leaned over, started slapping my buttons on my machine. But before I could say anything, it's like ding, 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 winner. Like,
oh,
okay, yeah, all right.
Whatever the game is in a casino, somebody's got a system.
Yes,
Sure.
Number 7 on the list of the 10 addictions of modern society, the internet and modern technology.
Yes.
A recent phenomenon has developed called nomophobia, which means no mobile phone phobia, and describes the psychological attachment some people have to their modern devices. According to research, internet addiction especially affects young people, and symptoms include feelings of desperation and anxiety when separated from their phones. It has also been shown that there is a dopamine boost from overusing certain social medias, which contribute to the addiction explanation. They say an interesting experiment is to ask yourself, how much anxiety would you feel without your mobile phone?
0.
Or to perhaps try to not use your phone for a certain amount of time. I have had days where I have forgot my phone at home, and I am so happy. It's one of those things where I just go, oh, thank God I left my phone at home.
I do not enjoy my phone. I'm not a big social media person. I mean, the internet's the internet, right? So we all use that. At this point, it's a utility. But as far as social media, I have zero interest in people's opinions about anything. I really don't. And I never have. So I don't, it's easy for me not to get sucked into that. But a lot of people do. And what I will say with the social media and the internet is just this. They said the exact same thing about television when it was first introduced. Because everyone's just good. People used to be a lot more mobile. Now you're telling a bunch of people they're going to sit down. It's an idiot box, blah, 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 blah. So the same thing they're saying about the internet now. The TV, the first couple of TV generations, it was the same thing. You get this dopamine boost, but like anything, when your kids have to go to school, they can't scroll on their phone. They're in class, the teacher will take it. They could not watch TV, but as soon as you got home, you put on whatever syndicated garbage they were putting out. We had like Andy Griffith show. Not that it was the greatest show, but I'm back in front of the TV. So to me, they're about the same. So inevitably, I think when it comes to like whether it's TV or the internet, what is the content that you're going after, right? Because they were so he's addicted to TV. I'm like, I also watch Andy Griffith and Wheel of Fortune, right? And so if it's benign crap you're looking at, it's just that thing that occupies your brain. But you also might accidentally learn something,
right,
when you're on the internet as well.
Mike, would
right?
you say you're addicted to the internet technology?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, because honestly, there's a certain amount of it that helps me focus, especially doing this job.
Yeah.
Sometimes sitting here and just listening to a conversation, I don't chip in a whole bunch, so I do sit here and just kind of try to pick out where I can jump in, but I kind of trail off after a while. And so honestly, having some of these videos, like I kid you not, since this segment began, I've been watching the same guys make candy this entire doggone segment. But it occupies my visual so I can listen to the conversation.
I get it.
It's great, dude. It's a fun video. I'm watching as it's going, but
That's what I'm saying. It's like TV. It's something completely
I have to be
innocuous.
careful with it too, especially when I'm watching like if I'm watching TV. Like last night, I did my podcast. And I'm sitting there watching Maryland SC and hoops, And like there's 10 minutes left in the game, and I realize I'm just doom scrolling. I was like, put your phone away.
Right. And more to that note, you talk about the dopamine that we get from watching these videos or watching whatever it is.
Sure.
There was a video that I watched not terribly long ago where it's a self-help video kind of a thing where here's honestly, the hard truth is that a lot of these things will fix a lot of your problems, and it's going out and getting sunshine every day and going and exercising.
But you
a
have
little
to
bit.
watch the video to hear that.
And basically, you do. But cutting back on, I think he called it like low-calorie dopamine or something like that, which is just doom scrolling.
Yeah.
You're right. You do get a dopamine boost, but it does zero for you, actually. It's one of those where, you feel good when you drink. Yeah, well, it's numbing you, that kind of a thing.
That's
So
exactly.
so the low-calorie dopamine that you get from just doom scrolling, it's like, yeah, you feel better, but only in that moment.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. It's the content, not necessarily the device.
Because we're always on the internet just researching the show.
Yeah.
10 addictions in a modern society. Number 8 is video games. I know I'm not guilty of that. When I was a kid, I played video games all the time. You weren't playing with your friends. I mean, for the most part, if your friends were over.
Yeah, they physically had to be there.
Very rarely was I playing a 2-player game in my house. I was just killing time because, television was boring or whatever the deal was and playing video games. But since that point in time, I just really haven't gotten into them. But if I do see a Miss Pac-Man machine someplace, like,
sure.
In a
you're
pool hall
physically
or
in a place.
bar,
Yeah.
I might go over and drop a couple quarters.
But you have to leave your home to find that. I just never got into video games. Like we had in television, and it was fun for about a year. And for whatever it is about my mental makeup, I just don't care. It might inspire me to do other things, but I just don't care. But my kid, he plays them all the time. His buddies play them all the time. But that's almost like I said, that is their TV viewing after school that we did.
Yeah.
So
the one that I see,
but here's the difference. He's interacting with his friends. They're having and even though they're playing a game, some of the conversations they have are just their version of how they see life. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's a place called Adaball in Fremont, and they're an old school video arcade, pinballs and all that stuff, all the old games. And I'll go in there, man, I'll get stuck on a pinball machine and kill about a half hour, 45 minutes, and I freaking love it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason,
Nothing wrong with
I
it.
love pinball. 9 on the list is food. Food affects the brain chemistry in the same way drugs do. And they say 2% of the population have food issues, eating disorders, or food addictions. I'll say this as far as my internet searches and what I look at on the internet, 50% of it is food related, whether I'm following barbecue, chicken wings, seafood, pizza, Philly cheesesteaks. I mean,
I will really go to a restaurant where I don't already know what I'm going to order.
No, me too. Is that an addiction, though?
Yes.
I just like to scout it out. No.
Me too.
I just like to smoke cigarettes. I get it. But I mean, it's different because in your case,
it.
you're looking for a place to go.
That's more of a passion.
Miles will just watch anything that involves. He doesn't plan on going there. Hey, look at this place in Turkey. Like, you're not going. You know what I mean? Like, Ted says, I'm going to this place. You will do your research.
Yeah.
That's a little different. Miles is like pointing out, hey, man, look what they're doing in Moscow. Like, brother, you're going to Moscow. No, but those wings look great.
Ted's become my recon man every time I fly out for an auction. Like, Ted, here's where I'm staying. He's like, all right. You're going to want to stop by this place. It looks like they talk about the wings, man.
I think we all do.
Steve's going down to Phoenix. And our boss is from Phoenix. So I'm like, oh, man, you got to ask him where to go and eat. That was the only thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Food first.
And I'm like, my thing was, where can I go to drink? That's always my first. Where's a good bar?
Well, I know they're good. I'm not going any place that doesn't serve beer.
Well, I know
That's
that.
a
But
fact.
for me, it's the bar atmosphere. I'll eat whatever crappy food they have. I'm fine. I want the right atmosphere.
I said on the podcast last night, I said I almost punched Miles in the head. He was in Palm Springs for 5 days and didn't go to Sherman's.
It was packed.
I know.
It was packed. There was a line out the back. Work is number 10, by the way, on the list, as far as the top addictions.
Yeah.
All right, coming up, the return of Who Sucks Less, and we've got your emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average, and auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
With a detailed agent directory you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Looking for a listing agent's contact info? We've got it. The agent with the most sales in your price range? Easy. Specialized agents with all the up-to-date info on your dream neighborhood? We'll know them. A Pisces who enjoys long walks on the beach? You've got other sites for that. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Did you know that you can buy your car completely online on AutoTrader? Really? Just visit autotrader.com, filter and search through dealer listings for the car you want, make, model, color, and all the features that matter to you. Go ahead, get picky. Whether you're into subcompacts with heated cup holders, crossovers with all-wheel drive, pickups with kicking sound systems, or SUVs that can survive whatever chaos your kids unleash. Just drop in your info and you'll only see cars in your budget. Really. Once you find your one and only, you can do the whole deal online and have the car delivered to your driveway. Or you can pick it up at the dealership and drive your new ride right off the lot. Really. AutoTrader makes it easy to buy your car online because the whole process is designed around your wants and must-haves. AutoTrader. Buy your car online. Really.
No matter what you give, your donations can do so much more. With a donor-advised fund from DAF Giving 360, you can potentially grow your charitable dollars tax-free and give now or over time by donating cash, publicly traded securities, or non-cash assets like real estate and crypto. With over 25 years of expertise bringing donors, financial advisors, and charities together, DAF Giving 360 can help you make a greater impact. Learn more at dafgiving360.org. dafgiving360.org.
Health insurance rates in America are surging, leaving millions without affordable options. But Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills while lifting one another up in prayer. It's financial and spiritual support when you need it most. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes for sale in the area? We've got it. How long has a home been on the market? We'll know it. Average lot size? Proximity to local parks? Of course. Insight into your neighbor's divorce? We're working on it. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinkies, get to the root of your plumbing problems. PinkiesPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up here in just minutes, return of Who Sucks Less, but first time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Couple on addiction and our question. Guys, I watch the cringy relationship shows like Love is Blind, Married at First Sight, 90 Day Fiancé. I also watch Below Deck, The Curse of Oak Island, and Gold Rush.
I know who that's from. You're better than that.
I only know two of those. Love is Blind and 90 Day Fiancé.
We got on the subject of reality TV shows.
I saw that on the YouTube feed. I'm like, come on now, Mike.
I hate that my wife has gotten me into those.
I know.
But they're so damn fun.
Are they?
They are. They're stupid. They're ridiculous, but they're fun.
Okay.
I'm addicted to...
the one I love is I Almost Got Away with It.
That one I enjoy.
I Almost Got Away with It. They're an hour long. I mean, I have wasted whole Friday nights. American Heroes Channel, every Friday night, they have a marathon of it.
Okay. But there's nothing funny about those shows.
No, they're real crimes. And sometimes they're awful crimes.
Really? I mean, you're just like, oh my God, man. But keep in mind, I almost got away with it.
I'm addicted to rock music in the men's room. I can quit anytime I want, which will be never. Here's another, guys. When I saw Dave Chappelle Climate Pledge, I think he went through 3 packs of cigarettes during his set.
I can believe that, man.
I can too.
Notorious chain smoker.
Are we just, I mean, if we're talking, I don't know if I said it already, but sports.
Yes, you are addicted.
You're addicted to college football.
No, sports.
Well,
what channel do you have?
Willow.
Mm-hmm. And you have to explain that to the people that provide Willow.
To Xfinity, what the channel is. There's 200 some people like me that do commercials for Xfinity across this country.
And you're the only one.
Ever.
Ever.
She repeated it again today. She goes, I have never seen this channel in my life.
That's the cricket channel.
Correct.
And do you watch it?
Yeah. The Indian Premier League kicks up here late February, early March.
Oh, okay.
Kings 11 Punjab is my club.
Well, of course. I mean,
the
Yankees of cricket.
Baseball, guys, is a speed upper sport known for having leaded and unleaded coffee in the clubhouse. Ask Dan Patrick about the time when he almost grabbed the wrong pot. We will have Dan Patrick on the show tomorrow.
That is true.
At 4:30.
Baseball, I can imagine those guys doing a lot of Coke and drinking after games.
Yeah, Coke I can see, man.
Time for a few birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, I want to wish Bubba a happy 11th birthday. Can I get Coach Ted talking about how football will be better next year and to not give up? They had a rough season this year with no wins. Also, some dad jokes, shotgun gets, and the captain talking about he is an awesome gamer. And some farts, please. Lots of love, that from Mom and from Dad.
How old is he, 11?
He's 11 years old.
All right, Bubba, listen, man. This is going to happen. Throughout your life and your career, sometimes you're going to be on good teams, sometimes bad teams, sometimes sports teams, sometimes other teams. But keep fighting, son. Keep playing. Go out there next year and be the best version of you. All right? That's the best thing you can do for the next year's team. He's the best version of Bubba. So whatever position you're playing, this is when the real practice starts, son. Let's get it going in the offseason. And have fun. You're 11.
Yeah, without a doubt, man.
Right? Like, you have plenty of years to worry about winning and losing in high school.
Some age-appropriate dad jokes.
You have those.
I think. What insect, because I had to pull him once I saw he was 11. What insect always smells great? What insect always smells great?
I don't know.
Deodorant.
Okay. All right.
Deodorant. Here's one. My wife told me to embrace my mistakes.
So you gave her
So
a
you
hug?
hugged her.
No, I hugged my kids.
Just one of them.
And what do you get when a country singer blows his nose? What do you get when a country singer blows his nose?
Boogie?
You get a boogie, but what kind?
A boot scooting boogie?
A boot scooting boogie. That is correct, Mike. Yeah.
Get. Ooh, ahoy there. Stop taking shots at the cap. God damn it, I just said stop shooting at me. Well, happy 11th birthday. You're getting serious out here. I'll wrap it up. So you're a gamer. Well, I'd say the old Capitan is what you call the OG of ganging. So I'm going to lay down a little 411 on the old famous game called Pac-Man, which I'm sure you're playing with all your friends now. Don't be intimidated by the little wedge of cheese eating the dots. Don't worry about those ghosts. They're ghosts after all. But I'll give you some hints the next time you're playing Pac-Man with all of your friends, as I'm sure all 11-year-olds are playing it. You want to have 6 lives of Pac-Man? Yes, you do. You want to press 1 BBAA. You want to just skip to the next level, my little amigo. That'd be 1 BBB option 1. Now, also, I enjoy Grand Theft Auto because it reminds the old Capitan of his youth. Crunch berries.
All but y'all, today's our youngest daughter, Sierra, pronounced Squirt's 28th trip around the sun. If you know, you know. And she knows. What a great daughter she is. Could you give her a fish sandwich montage? Some inspirational words there from Coach Ted. And some dad jokes. Keep up the great work there, Squirt. Love you. That from Mom and Dad. Stay fresh, my friend.
A filet of fish sandwich.
So you know I
my God.
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? Put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I want a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side.
Yeah.
I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe
Are you
some
sure?
relish in the morning. At noon and at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
So you don't want a fish sandwich?
All right, happy birthday, 28. 28's kind of a nice birthday, right? Next year, you'll be freaking out. You're turning, right, because you'll be 29, then you're staring down the barrel of 30. But 28's sweet. Still just kind of in your late 20s. Don't have to be all serious and stuff now. Honestly, I'd say go out there and live it up. Do whatever you want. Actually, take that trip now.
Yes.
Probably won't be able to soon. Good luck out there.
Couple dad jokes. Guys, I've been thinking about selling my theremin.
Oh, yeah?
Haven't touched it in years.
Solid.
The theremin joke.
You remember the theremin?
No, I know what it is, but that just sounds like a true statement. I don't get the joke. Oh, you have to touch it.
No, you don't touch it. You play it by physically not touching your theremin.
How does Moses make his coffee? How does Moses make his coffee?
Parts it?
I don't know.
He brews it.
He brews it. All right.
Yep. What is the most arrogant body part? What is the most arrogant body part?
Can't say what I'm thinking. What?
Your vein.
I was going to say.
Ola addicts, Bacholas. Can I get a birthday shout out from my mom, Patty? She's been a religious listener to your show since she came to KISW in the 2000s. Turning 65 this year, retiring from 40 years in nursing. So could we hear the dirty Germans describing the naughty things they do to make their biggest fan feel young again? Thanks, guys, and rock on.
Yeah, if you worked for 40 years as a nurse, I don't know what you're into, but to take you back tonight, I'm going to use your chest as a bedpan.
Oh, Giles, that's ironic. Because I was to just bring up the old bedpan movie.
Yeah.
Most people don't know what that is, but it involves your mother being Japan.
Yeah. Or just remove it quickly.
Yeah,
we want to make her feel young.
Yeah.
We don't need a bedpan.
One more birthday request. Ola Machilla's, I just love you guys. I spend almost 2 hours a day driving to and from work, and you guys help me get through it with a smile. Today's my 42nd birthday. Nothing would make me happier than having you all wish me a happy birthday. I would love some dad jokes that I can tell patients when they come into the chiropractic office I work at.
You're going to die.
Thanks for all you do and keeping us laughing. That from Amanda from Arlington. All right, I got a couple more.
At a chiropractic firm?
Yeah. Couple more.
As soon as
dad
they walk
jokes.
in, I'm like, oh, you're back.
Mm-hmm.
Who would think they're dying when they come into a chiropractic?
Well, that's why you tell them that, see?
Here's another religious joke. What kind of lighting did Noah use on the ark? What kind of lighting did Noah use on the ark?
I don't know.
Floodlights.
Damn it. It's right there. Right there.
Guys, my doctor told me about the dietary rules before my colonoscopy.
Oh, yeah?
All right.
Pretty lax. And the only thing worse than diarrhea. What is the only thing worse than diarrhea?
Don't know.
Trying to spell it.
Diahhrea.
That is correct. That is correct. Thank you. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweine.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
At Homes.com, we do whatever it takes to get you the in-depth info on local schools you won't find anywhere else. Things like student-teacher ratio, test scores, and school programs. And sometimes that requires attending school recitals. So many recitals.
That's my son. Isn't he terrific?
Yeah, a real prodigy. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Hey, it's Captain Ron, and as a Washington native, it's so important for me to work with companies who love it here just as much as I do. I want someone who calls it I-5 and not the 5, or laughs at me when I say I kind of miss the Tacoma aroma. That's why I use Pinky's Plumbing for every plumbing need I have. They're rooted in Seattle. They get Seattle. So remember, not all heroes wear capes, but in Seattle, our hometown heroes wear a big old pig on the side of their van. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
Lowe's knows how to turn big plans into real results. Whether it's new appliances or a home refresh, get started with 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more with a MyLowe's Rewards credit card, January 15th through the 30th. So you can invest in your upgrade now and pay over time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payment required. See store or Lowe's.com for details.
Now, the men's room wants to know who sucks less.
Hey, time for Who Sucks Less. Steve Thrill Hill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. They always suck. It is up to us, though, to determine out of the 3 stories which one sucks the least. Now, if you happen to like the Men's Room on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yes, indeed. And today's 3 stories, we have 2 thieves and 1 man who ran afoul of the law. Well, let us start with some thieves. We go to California, where a woman in California, she says that the Amazon delivery driver dropped off a package at her home last week and then stole her cat, Piper. Now, she saw it happen on footage from a Ring camera, and you can see the driver leave the package, take a photo, which is what they're supposed to do, and then approach a cat standing near them. Now, at first, it looks like he's just petting the cat. But after a few seconds, the person grabs the cat by the scruff of the neck and carries it back to the vehicle as it's squirming around and meowing. Now, it's possible that the driver thought it was a stray and was trying to help it, but the woman points out that they're not handling the cat very nicely, and the cat was literally on the edge of her front porch on a suburban street, so it's strange that someone would assume that it didn't have a home. Now, it's unclear if the cat had a collar or a microchip. So the woman complained to Amazon, and they said they're investigating, which means they're not. They said they do know who the driver was. They just haven't contacted them yet. It's been a week. They have not contacted the driver yet. Now, she also reported it to the police, but the police told her, look, man, it could be weeks or months before they even have time to look into it. So she said she'd post an update on her Instagram and TikTok when she hears back from Amazon. She's not heard back from Amazon. Now, there are 2 sides to every story. But if you were actually looking out for the cat, why wouldn't you just knock on the door to say, hey, is this your cat? And I've dropped off your package. So, anyway, Amazon driver rolls up, drops off the package, steals the cat. All right. We have our second thief. We're going to say this is our first candidate for Dad of the Year. Some guy in rural Kentucky, he got arrested after cops say he stole his ex-girlfriend's car while she was giving birth to his baby. Now, his name is Christopher Millette. He's 37. So his ex went into labor last Friday. She was at a hospital in Pikeville, Kentucky, right near the Virginia border.
West Virginia border. Well, Chris showed up for the birth, but the hospital said he couldn't come in because of visitation policies, whatever those might be, I do not know. So the mom told him he could wait outside in the car instead and gave him the keys. He said he'd stay in the car until the baby arrived, but then he never came back. He just bolted and left town. Now, security footage showed him getting to the passenger seat first, but then he got out, hopped in the driver's seat, drove off. Now, she called and asked where her car was. He told her it was none of her business, and then he hung up on her. Now, cops did track him down the next day, about 30 miles from the hospital. He was actually driving the car when they spotted him, by the way. So he's facing charges for theft and receiving stolen property. And it's not his first rodeo. His rap sheet includes several prior arrests, including one for possession of methamphetamine, to the surprise of absolutely no one. So we have the Amazon delivery driver who steals someone's pet cat. We got a guy that steals his ex-girlfriend's car while she is delivering his baby in the hospital. And now we go to England, where an English man claims to be the victim of overzealous law enforcement in his hometown in Lincolnshire.
They fined him for spitting on the pavement, and they do have a rule about that. The thing is, he spat on the pavement when a tree leaf blew into his mouth from the wind. And despite trying to explain the incident to the officers, the man says they fined him $250 anyway. Quote, as I was sitting there, a wind gust blew a big reed into my mouth. I spit it out, and just as I got up to walk away, two guys in police uniforms came up to me. It was all unnecessary and all out of proportion. Now, the unusual story, it went viral after his daughter, Jane, posted it on Facebook. Now, recently, the dad who has walking difficulties but does his best to walk every day around the boating lake, he inhaled a small leaf that made him choke. She says Dad has severe asthma and a heart condition. He managed to cough up the leaf and spit it out, just the leaf. He did not hock a loogie. There was nothing wet, just the leaf. He was immediately approached by the police, who were incredibly rude to him and told him he had violated the law by spitting and fined him $250 on the spot. He tried to explain, but the guy would not listen. Dad showed him the leaf. There's no spit, but he still got the $250 fine. Well, he's now calling for responsible litter enforcement and says the story has already convinced many that enforcement officers might be a bit too heavy-handed. Okay. So they're all pretty lightweight stories today, right? Nothing to get outraged about. But we have the Amazon driver that stole the cat. We have a guy that stole his ex-girlfriend's car while she is delivering his baby at the hospital. And finally, the man who got charged $250 because of the spitting ordinance. But his point is, the wind just blew basically a leaf into my mouth. I'm spitting it out.
Oh, the cat's stolen pretty bad. The car's stolen pretty bad. This is an easy one for me because I'm a spitter.
Not him, the cops.
The cops. Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we understand why he spit a leaf out of his mouth, because a leaf blew.
I'm still going to say the cops suck the least.
You think they suck the least?
I'm still taking the spitting story. I mean, they're idiots, but...
The delivery driver, the woman never got her cat back, right?
At last report, no. Hey, come on, Amazon said, look, we know who the driver is. We have not reached out to him yet. It's been a week. Come on, man. If you know who it is, at least reach out. He might say, look, I thought it was a stray. You don't know, but they haven't even done
the guy in Kentucky stole the car.
He straight up stole the car while his ex-girlfriend is giving birth, right, to his kid.
But she got the car back.
When the cops caught him. Because when she called to say, where's my car, his quote was, none of your business, and then hung up.
Yeah, I mean, the Amazon guy sucks the most.
You think?
I do.
Really? I'd have said car thief.
Well, car thief's pretty bad. I just assumed she'd be in the hospital for a day or two. It seemed like the cops got the car.
Yeah, they did.
So that helps. I mean, it's not a really great way to start a relationship with the...
It's not.
Guess what happened the night you were born? Your dad stole my car. Yeah, but I'm with Miles. And look, that sucks the least. They're definitely being overzealous.
Little overzealous.
And look, it's gross. I don't know that it should be illegal.
Well, the thing is, as he pointed out, it's like I didn't even spit. I spit the leaf out of my mouth. I did not hallelujah. I wasn't even like spitting. It's just a leaf blew into my mouth. And you spit it out the way that any human being that I've ever known would spit a leaf out of their mouth that just blew into it.
Correct.
That's it's like, and he's even pointing at it like, guys, it's almost not even wet. It went, and you know how quick your reaction is. As soon as it's in your mouth.
Right, if anything ends up in your mouth that's not supposed to be.
You spit it out.
Right, you're going to start spitting right away.
So who do you think sucks the least?
So I guess I'll take those cops only because
I guess
they're following
I'm right there
the
with
rule.
you.
I mean, the other two are just so weird. Like the Amazon driver, like, you just stole that cat. I think, Rick, honestly, right, Amazon probably sucks the most here. It's like,
that's exactly what I was
do you mean you haven't contacted yet?
Yeah, come on. Seriously.
It's been a week. We know who it is. We just haven't contacted him.
Or just lie and be like, we're taking time to try to figure out who it is.
Once you say half of that story, finish it, like, oh, yeah, we know who it is. Well, have you reached out? Nope.
There's plenty of cats that need adoption. What you stealing cats for?
Yeah, no kidding.
Debate continues on Who Sucks Less. If you like the Men's Room on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. All right, coming up at 5:08, we will drink and toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to the...
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, "Why are you so uncompromising?" A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way. Homes.com. Ding dong. We've done your homework.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinkies, get to the root of your plumbing problems. PinkiesPlumbing.com.
When plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
Lowe's knows how to turn big plans into real results. Whether it's new appliances or a home refresh, get started with 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more with a MyLowe's Rewards credit card, January 15th through the 30th. So you can invest in your upgrade now and pay over time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payment required. See store or Lowe's.com for details.
Did you know that you can buy your car completely online on AutoTrader? Really? Just visit autotrader.com, filter and search through dealer listings for the car you want, make, model, color, and all the features that matter to you. Go ahead, get picky. Whether you're into subcompacts with heated cup holders, crossovers with all-wheel drive, pickups with kicking sound systems, or SUVs that can survive whatever chaos your kids unleash. Just drop in your info and you'll only see cars in your budget. Really. Once you find your one and only, you can do the whole deal online and have the car delivered to your driveway. Or you can pick it up at the dealership and drive your new ride right off the lot. Really. AutoTrader makes it easy to buy your car online because the whole process is designed around your wants and must-haves. AutoTrader. Buy your car online. Really.
Men's Room. Coming up here until 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. A new survey found that most workers feel that returning to the office has made a lot of us less productive.
Maybe. I mean, that's what I would say, too.
I understand why.
Yeah, man, I'm having a hard time here.
It's awful. It's terrible. I think it's just because people are getting lost in conversations. All of a sudden, the water cooler becomes a very, very comfy place.
No doubt, right? I mean, at home, it's just you.
Right.
Get your crap done, and 20 minutes will be done.
Maybe less productive at home.
Yeah. That's exactly right. You just lock down, and as far as the way that I work, I want to sit down, lock in, get my stuff done as quickly as I can so I can get back doing to what I want to do. Whereas when you're at work, you are kind of tied there until the office hours are done. So, yeah, you stretch, you feel the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, look, some people are great at it. For me, it just doesn't work. Like, I'm sitting at home.
Yeah, when I'm home,
go out of my mind.
Yeah, right? Like, if I'm not sitting in a chair at, like, my table, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even do my podcast. I do it over Zoom. I can't do it on my couch because I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm chilling out.
Right.
Doesn't feel real.
Feels like a vacation.
Now, my buddy Rob in London, if he wants to Zoom, I'll sit on the couch.
Right.
Relax.
That was the weird thing about COVID is that I had at least once, maybe a couple times that I worked from home during COVID. And honestly, those were... I don't drink at work often, but those became times like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to jump into the middle of the show because I don't know when you guys are done talking. So I just end up waiting for my segment. Well, shoot. It doesn't show up till 3 hours into the show. Like, fridge is looking awful good.
Yeah, I would just kind of forget.
Yeah, right. All of a sudden it shows up.
Yeah. Just like, are you drinking?
Oh.
No, but yes.
But yeah, I'm not drinking. I'm having a drink. Damn it. A 19-year-old high school music director was arrested for allegedly molesting a 16-year-old student.
Jesus.
I looked at it, and it's a 19-year-old in a relationship with a 16-year-old.
Law's the law, man.
Correct.
I mean, I hear what you're saying.
And I was looking at it
bro.
like, if he wasn't her teacher, this wouldn't be a story.
Yeah, who was there? One congresswoman, like her son was banging some underage kid. When they brought it up to her, she's like, oh, well, no comment. Like, dude.
It was Lauren Brober.
Come on. Yeah, right. Like, come on, man.
This is another one of those situations where one's 19, the other's 16.
It was something around that, but it's just
Right.
like, look, man, you work in Congress, and I think you're the legislative body, which means all you deal with is the law.
Correct.
So if it does not apply to you,
Right.
But she was also grabbing her boyfriend's junk during a play. So
which is legal.
Yeah, no, you can
that's
do that.
legal. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
And I'm also looking at it like, what is this high school thinking? Hiring a 19-year-old.
I would not do that for that very reason.
Right. It's like he's not going to make a good decision. He's around his age group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of thought.
Mm-hmm.
They got caught making out in a, on one of their one-on-one tutoring sessions. Like, of course they did. Of course they did.
I mean, I coached like 16-year-olds when I was 19 or 20, but I don't think the school would have hired me to teach them.
No.
Right.
And I
What are
was
you gonna
the
teach
assistant coach.
I mean, that's how you do a beer bong.
Right.
Yeah.
A new study says that
There's definitely some of those conversations, too, like, don't tell me, but are you hungover?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I can tell, kid.
Right.
Come on, man. Together, man.
Yeah,
We're
seriously,
working.
man. Like, it's a double header. I actually need you to play today.
A new study says that your office water cooler may be dirtier than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who was it that finally looked under at the spout of our water cooler?
I don't remember. Was it VD maybe?
It might have been VD.
That
He was
makes
guy.
sense.
Yeah.
The one we use?
Yes.
Is it bad?
Did you see it before?
It was bad. Was it?
Before VD took a look at it, dude, there was mold all around that thing.
no.
Like legit mildew mold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty. It was nasty. Clean those
Who
things.
stole the damn coffee scooper?
No kidding. I think I know who it was. They might have admitted to having inadvertently throwing it away with the old coffee bucket.
Okay, I can accept that.
Right. So we all know who it was.
Problem is, VD left very specific strict
did.
instructions.
He did.
10 even scoops, makes a full pot. Now there's just a spoon in there. I don't know what's going on.
And yet some people still can't.
Ted
handle
needs
it.
answers.
I do. Like I said, Mike, did that coffee taste strong yesterday or weak?
That was good.
All right.
Did it right. I'm at 8 scoops now. 8 scoops seems to be dialed in.
Okay.
With the one that they have now. As soon as it changes up, I don't freaking
Coffee
know.
pot's working right now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I made that pot.
Okay.
Put your thinking caps on. It's time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. A verb brought to you by the letter D. And I give you guys a 75% chance of success on this one.
Yeah. Just add ing.
To do this is to trust somebody else with this, basically such as control, responsibility, authority, or a job or a duty to
Delegate.
correct.
Yeah.
Oh, you're delegating. That's exactly.
Thanks
what
for
it
giving
is.
us a shot, throw.
I was reading your mind. I know
He
you
didn't
had
even
it.
finish the
Thanks,
statement.
dude.
You're the one who jumped in on it last time.
Yeah, I know. He just gets it a lot more than I do, so I'm salty. That's it.
I should put out there like Ted's got like a 90% chance on this one. Everybody shut up for a second.
No pressure. We'll wait.
All right, Ted.
I would buckle.
You got this, bud.
Right.
Some farmers are reporting upwards of 70 encounters with ticks over a 6-month period.
Yay.
Who is?
Farmers. So they're in the fields. They're in the foods.
Yeah.
But
I think that makes sense.
I think it's tracking upward, though. I think we're getting more tick.
I think that's kind of the point. Like, shouldn't be this many.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
It's like the farmer seems like the guy that's going to have ticks on him.
Yep. Ticks and mosquitoes, my 2 favorite insects.
Yeah. Doggone it. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a pretty important football game taking place on Saturday. And in fact, it comes on the 50th anniversary of the Seahawks. And we have a fun little article here. Yes, we do. We got an interesting listener by the name of Adam. He's down in Olympia. He sent us an article that I thought was interesting. It was a piece in Fox 13 regarding the 50-year anniversary of your Seattle Seahawks, mainly the names that they could have had.
The men's room top 10. The men's room top 10.
Says 50 years ago, Tom Barnum helped name the Seattle Seahawks through a radio contest. More than 20,000 entries were submitted with nearly 2,000 different team name suggestions.
So the team was named off a radio contest.
It was.
That's crazy.
It was a radio contest
That's
to get this
crazy.
done. So this is obviously going to be more than 10. They give them to us in alphabetical order. We'll see if, you know what, we would have liked this. I think reading the ones that I have, Seahawks was definitely the choice.
Right. But it's hard to think that the team you love could have had a different name.
Correct. Such as the Aardvarks.
Okay, no.
The Seattle Aardvarks.
Well, they're not indigenous to the area.
Right.
But that doesn't matter. I mean,
Cincinnati Bengals.
Chicago
There's
Bears.
tigers everywhere. It's Ohio.
That's a good point. In Ohio, maybe, yeah.
I mean, LSU has one tiger they bring in.
There you go. They made it.
I feel like Aardvarks, that is your minor league baseball team.
Aerotex, the About Timers.
About Timers.
Oh, they finally got a team?
You're right. The Anchovies, the Alkais.
That's not bad.
The Abominable Snowmen. The Apple Knockers.
Wow, that sounds a little dirty.
The Aqueducts. A names for what
Aqueducts.
The Aqueducts. The Seattle Aqueducts.
I could see that.
Well, we got the Aqua Sox up there in Everett, so that kind of fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aqueduct.
Would you guys have...
Aqueduct.
Would you guys have gone to see the Seattle Bigfoots?
I mean, it doesn't roll off the tongue as a problem.
I think Sasquatch or Yeti, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
You could still do it, though.
Big
Foots. The Blue Sounders. The Seattle Bunyan.
Bunyan is like the thing on your foot?
I hope it's Paul Bunyan.
But that's not what everyone would think.
No.
I'd be thinking about like
The
a
Bunions.
horrible operation.
The Bunyan.
The Seattle Bumbershoots. The Seattle Buffalo Chips.
But wait, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Buffalo Chips.
Umbrellas and poop.
Buffalo Gums.
Yeah.
The Billy Goats. The Buzz Saws. The
Billy Goats, I like.
The Billy Goats.
The Seattle Billy Goats.
Right? But we're in the same division as the Rams, so it wouldn't work. Can't do
They
it.
can still do it.
They were probably still in St. Louis.
I think they were. I think we were still in the AFC
West.
at this point.
Yeah.
The Buzzsaws, the Bronze Bobcats, the Bayhawks. Wrap out the B names.
The Bronze Bobcats.
The Bronze Bobcats. The Seattle Bronze Bobcats.
Bayhawks would have been bad.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, Seahawks, just different body
I
of
think
water.
the sound would have worked.
People aren't mature. Went to an all-guy school. Our mascot was a stag.
Oh, right. Okay.
What the Seahawks could have been named, the Seattle Clouds. Cloud Bursts. The Seattle Clam Diggers.
Hey. Damn, I'd like to see that mascot. Daddy, is he a penis yet? Just when you get older, it'll make sense.
It's just Dad. You're the mascot?
Look, a pearl. The Seattle City Slickers.
The City Slickers.
Seattle Crabs. Cutthroats.
Damn. Cutthroats, ooh.
I like the cutthroats, dude.
Yeah, man.
The Seattle Chowderheads.
Jesus Christ.
The Chinook Passers.
Not just the Chinook.
Right. Seattle Daffy Ducks. Dome Busters. Seattle Diarrheas. Obviously, that one's not serious.
Diarrheas.
Seattle Dogwoods. The Drizzlers. The Ding Dongs. The Dreadnoughts.
The Drizzler. Dreadnoughts, I don't mind, but.
Seattle Dreadnoughts. The Seattle Electric Loggers. Why are they electric?
I don't know.
There's not much electric logging.
Too
going
many
on.
words, man.
Seattle Ferries.
Yeah, that would have been great. Yeah, that would have mattered.
That would have.
That would have mattered to everybody. Oh, we spell it different, guys.
Right.
Right, I'm scared of Bayhawks.
Our rivals totally would have been mature about that.
Come
one.
on.
Seattle Flounders. Frogs. Fruit Pickers. The
fruit pickers. Wow.
The Flying Wedges. Easy, Ted. Seattle Ferrets.
Fairly out the bat sports fan.
Yes, you are. Seattle Ferrets. God, that just wouldn't be sexy at all, would it?
It's
Freaky Ferret.
Your team would just come off as being annoying.
Right?
Right.
We're a gimmick. Yeah, right, Ted. Seattle Green State Gooey Ducks.
Jesus, come on.
Well, doesn't whatchamacallit already have that? There's a college that's the Gooey Duck.
Ooh, I
But
don't
again,
know.
colleges and minor league
Evergreen
baseball, you can kind of get away with it. Like, this is an NFL franchise, man. It'll sound reasonable.
Arlo White said it best. I believe it's called a Gooey Duck.
The Green Giants and the Gnomes. Seattle Gnomes. Why don't we have gnomes up here? Seattle Hammerheads, Harpooners, Halibut Heads, Herman's Hermits.
I like harpooners.
You don't think people would come up with something clever on that? I already did.
Harpooners?
Say the second syllable.
Harpoona Ford.
You throw Poon in the name, brother. I'm all over it.
That'd have been cool, though. If we would have had Poona Ford,
mind.
he'd have been Harpoona
yeah.
Ford.
Too much harpooning.
What the Seahawks could have been named the Seattle Ichiban.
Okay.
The Seattle Identified Flying Objects.
Oh, my God.
And the Seattle Igloos. Not all of these are serious.
Obviously, it's a radio station contest.
The Seattle Killer Whales.
Well, Orcas makes sense.
The Seattle Koala Bears. The Kelpers. The King Crabs. The Kilowatts.
Kilowatts.
The Seattle Lucky Loggers. The Seattle Microwaves. Mongooses. Major Domos. Mountain Lakes. What Seahawks could have been named?
Be glad they weren't.
Oh, boy. The Seattle Nibblers.
Nibblers? Nibblers.
What is that from?
Nutcrackers, Nordy's Best, and Nanooks.
Nanooks.
All right.
The Seattle Orangutans, the Seattle Ozones. Seattle Orangutans.
Orangutans.
We just have Oscar Orangutan out there at every game.
Christ.
Send them loose.
Oh, man.
What the Seahawks could have been named. Oh, Lordy, I'm not even going to say that one.
Come on.
The Peckerwoods.
What's wrong with the Peckerwood?
You know what it is.
It's the Peckerwood.
The Seattle Pachyderms, Playwrights, Puget Puffers.
Playwrights.
Puget Puffers.
That would not have gone over well.
Puget Puffy Nipples.
The Puddle Jumpers, the Pacific Crests, the Pike Street Misfits. The Peacemakers.
That sounds like a gang, like a group of dudes that are tough that watch the Hawks.
Yeah.
Right?
They're the Misfits from Pike Street.
Pike Street Misfits. The Queen City Quinaults, the Quicksands.
The Quicksands. We're slow.
You're going to sink in us. What the Seahawks could have been named. The Rainbirds, the Rainy Ramblers, the Reindeers, the Running Salmon, the Raining Suns, Rain Gods, Rain Beams, the Red Tide, the Roaches, the Roosters, the Royal Brooms.
The Roaches.
I mean, Red Tide works for Clemson.
The Rooster Tails, the Rainbow, Beaux, the Rainbow. What?
Oh, wow.
Rain Hawks. Could have been the Rain Hawks.
Man, that would work.
Rain Hawks.
I mean, again, Thrill's right, though. It's just so hard to fathom.
But if it had been the Seattle Rainhawks, because it's just the Seahawks, right? It still plays into Seattle, you'd still be loving it.
Right.
Rainhawks, mother effer.
What the Seahawks could have been named. The Sodbusters, the Sounders, the Spunkies, the Spittoons, the Sea Urchins, Salty Dogs.
The Spittoons.
The Spittoons. Yeah.
What, is a loogie the mascot?
We collect your garbage. The 747s, the Silver Sasquatches, the Skeletons. Why do the Sasquatches have to have a color?
They don't need a color.
The Silver
What color are
Sasquatches.
they?
Brown,
as far as we know. The ones people have seen.
Yeah. The Skeletons, the Sardines, the Sperm Whales. That would go over.
Yeah.
The Sonics, the Snowflakes, the Sourdoughs, the Squids.
Snowflakes.
The Snorkels, Sinbads. The Salamanders, the Sun Dodgers, the Scoundrels.
Sun Dodger? I kind of like that one.
The Shamans.
I think Sun Dodger was the name of one of the Huskies for a while.
Really?
Like the real life dog.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
The Skyhawks, the Stilettos, the Space Needlers, the Scampi, the Super Scenics, Sawdust Eaters, Spodiotes.
Spodiotes.
Spodiotes, the Soggies, the Saints and Sinners, and the Seattle Shrimp.
The Soggies.
Seattle Shrimp.
Yeah.
The Ticks, the Termites, the Toads, the Third Degree. Again, these are what the Seahawks could have been named. The Seattle Undertow, the Vampires.
Ah, they should have done Camel Toe.
God, the Vampires would not have done us any favors once Twilight came out. Like,
Jesus.
Of course.
God, yeah.
The
Yeah, but you'd still be like, you make fun of us, we'll suck your blood.
See, I don't feel intimidated by that.
How about the Schmegma?
Well, imagine a giant football player be like, hey, man, I'm going to suck your blood.
If a giant football player even said, I like your pants,
That's right.
I would be nervous.
I want you to just listen to yourself for a second, Dad. Go sit down.
Hey, brother, I'm going to suck your blood. I'm going to have a bad night, and I don't know what that means.
The Seattle Wampums, the Weather Beaters, the Woodpeckers, the Waterhawks, Washington Georges, and the White Roosters.
Georges?
Yes, the Washington Georges.
George Washington.
Doing it backwards.
The Washington Jorges.
Jorges.
The Jorges.
And then I'll leave you with these last three names that were actually considered before we landed on the Seahawks. Seattle Yogas.
Jesus.
Seattle Zodiacs. And Seattle Zonkers.
The Zonkers.
The Zonkers.
I don't know.
No.
That would actually be a great name.
Set the Zonkers free on the field. We got the flash cam. You're going to get zonked. A man in Jacksonville had a stranger knock on his door with a strange request, Miles.
What was that request?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thanks, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, we made it to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And I had a different shot originally today, but as I don't feel like sleeping on the sofa tonight, I should point out that today is my wife's birthday.
There you go.
That is correct. Now, look, this is the big 5-0. Wow. I mean, this is the money shot. Like, you can celebrate me at 60, 75, but things are turning 50 years old. This is the birthday where you say, hey, what I want is what I'm going to get. And for the last month and a half, me, all of our friends, like, baby, what do you want? We want to bring in your 50th year in style. What do you want? Nothing. Not a damn thing. She makes it difficult to be nice to her. Like, people think I'm a mean guy. Like, I can't be mean enough. So she apparently married right. But, babe, look, it's your 50th birthday. You've been with me for, oh, God, we're coming on 21 and a half years now. Something like that. We're right around there. The amazing thing about the wife, she's been long-suffering. She is married to me. She's put up with many, many things. In spite of what you've ever heard on these airwaves, it's worse at home. But beyond that, man, she has seen this show. From the day we got to Seattle to everything we've done, she knows everyone on this show very well, has given us all probably rides home or some kind of support we needed when we made bad decisions. All she does is shake her head and fold her arms. Has always been supportive, which is amazing. She does more for me than you guys will ever know, including keeping me alive. Yes, it's annoying. Sure, you complain a lot, but in the end, yes, you're right. That's why I'm still here. Ted, I know she saved your life. Miles, I know she saved your life. Mike, we didn't quite save your life. We just kind of gave you a place to recover.
You certainly caught me when I fell.
Yes, indeed. And that is very much my wife's doing, man. She is, without necessarily showing it, she's actually the kindest, sweetest person I know. You just wouldn't know if you talked to her. But I'm telling you, she really, really is. Babe, honest to God, man, happy birthday on behalf of your children, on behalf of me. By the way, do not complain. Tell me if you guys think this is wrong, all right? So I had the kid sign a card for her last night. I had it waiting for her this morning. Now, on the card, it's kind of a cartoon, and there is like a classroom of cats, and the teacher is a cat. And the cat in the back of the class, according to the teacher, says, hey, we have a question in the back, because it looks like the cat is raising his hand. Well, the cat is not raising his hand. He's cleaning his ass with his tongue, because that's the position the cats get into. And it has a nice little thing inside. And all she said to me this morning, she goes, really? From the kids. I'm like, hey, man, look, it's funny. First of all, we have a cat, and they see the cat cleaning his ass all the time. And we have the dog who just does it on the sofa in front of us. I think they get it. They thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. She kind of thought it was funny, just maybe not from the kids. Well, I bought it. That's on me. But anyway, babe, happy birthday. Here's to 150 more years, just because I won't be around for them. So let's drink. We pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bijola.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average, and auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
With comprehensive reports on local schools you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Curious about where a school ranks in the state? Look no further. Percentage of teachers in their first or second year? We've got it. Lowest student-teacher ratio? No problem. The best cafeteria lunch in the district for your 9-year-old food blogger? Would it surprise you if we said yes? Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinkies, get to the root of your plumbing problems. PinkiesPlumbing.com.
When plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
Lowe's knows how to turn big plans into real results. Whether it's new appliances or a home refresh, get started with 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more with a MyLowe's Rewards credit card, January 15th through the 30th. So you can invest in your upgrade now and pay over time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payment required. See store or Lowe's.com for details.
Did you know that you can buy your car completely online on AutoTrader? Really? Just visit autotrader.com, filter and search through dealer listings for the car you want, make, model, color, and all the features that matter to you. Go ahead, get picky. Whether you're into subcompacts with heated cup holders, crossovers with all-wheel drive, pickups with kicking sound systems, or SUVs that can survive whatever chaos your kids unleash. Just drop in your info and you'll only see cars in your budget. Really. Once you find your one and only, you can do the whole deal online and have the car delivered to your driveway. Or you can pick it up at the dealership and drive your new ride right off the lot. Really. AutoTrader makes it easy to buy your car online because the whole process is designed around your wants and must-haves. AutoTrader. Buy your car online. Really.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, "Why are you so uncompromising?" A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way. Homes.com. Ding dong. We've done your homework.
No matter why your clients give, a donor-advised fund from DAF Giving 360 makes charitable giving simple and efficient. They can get a tax deduction upon funding an account, and their assets can potentially grow tax-free as they recommend when and where to give. DAF Giving 360 has over 25 years of experience bringing donors, financial advisors, and charities together to make a greater impact. Learn more at dafgiving360.org/advisors.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
As Stephen throw hooks to please everyone on Profile This is made.
Oh, it sure
Played.
can, Miles. It's a simple game. Yes, how it's made.
How it's made.
It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Jamie. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Welcome.
Hola.
How you doing? Hola, Victoria.
Hola, Jamie. All right, Jamie, you understand how this here game is played?
Yes.
Fantastic. You have your choice today of one of 3 categories. Today we offer you Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? Interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone. And License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess.
I'll go with the interior decorator.
All right, stunned surgeons. They had to cut open a thrill seeker's abdomen to remove an object that he'd stuck up his bum, as they say. The unnamed man, 61 years old, reportedly inserted the object, quote, out of boredom at around 11 p.m., and then he went to sleep. By 4 a.m., 5 hours later, the pain became unbearable, and he was rushed to a local hospital. Baffled doctors tried breaking the object into pieces, but it was too tough to crack. They then attempted to grip it with a wine bottle opener, but that failed too. After consulting with the patient, the medics decided that surgery was necessary. So they opened up his abdomen, removed the thing directly, finally bringing the ordeal to an end. The question is, what did this man insert to his derriere and then decide to just go to bed? Was it a baseball? Was it a turkey baster? Was it a sweet potato? Or was it a Fabergé egg? So baseball, turkey baster, sweet potato, or Fabergé egg. What did he put up the backside? You know, if he was like me, he'd have done all 4, but, you know, whatever.
I'll go with sweet potato.
Ew, man. You know, I like sweet potatoes, Jamie. I mean,
Yam in the yams?
Yeah, Jamie, I'm going to join you on the sweet potato.
Did a little yam jamming?
Yeah.
We're yamming.
I don't know.
Don't you like yamming?
That guy just recently swallowed a Fabergé egg.
Mm-hmm. But wasn't
I think that would break.
Wasn't there something in there though? Brute, like what, gold or no? It's just the egg. You're right.
It was a tiny little. I don't know why. Where'd you say where it was?
I do not know where it was. I'm thinking this came out of England. Just when you hear "stuck up his bum,"
I'm gonna say turkey baster.
Turkey baster.
Oh, we know where Ted's at.
Okay,
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
What did they have to surgically remove? Was it a baseball, a turkey baster, a sweet potato, or a Fabergé egg? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
With comprehensive reports on local schools you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Curious about where a school ranks in the state? Look no further. Percentage of teachers in their first or second year? We've got it. Lowest student-teacher ratio? No problem. The best cafeteria lunch in the district for your 9-year-old food blogger? Would it surprise you if we said yes? Homes.com. We've done your homework.
No matter why your clients give, a donor-advised fund from DAF Giving 360 makes charitable giving simple and efficient. They can get a tax deduction upon funding an account, and their assets can potentially grow tax-free as they recommend when and where to give. DAF Giving 360 has over 25 years of experience bringing donors, financial advisors, and charities together to make a greater impact. Learn more at dafgiving360.org/advisors.
Glorious interior decorating on profile that surgeons had to operate on a man who stuck something up his backside, then went to bed. Woke up in excruciating pain. They actually had to operate and remove the object through his stomach because they couldn't get a hold of it from the other end. So the question was, what did he stick up there? A baseball, a turkey baster, a sweet potato, or a Fabergé egg?
And Jamie, that is a question that we posed to you, but let us start with a very own D. Ted Smith. Now, D. Ted Smith, you went with the turkey baster?
Yeah.
You freak. Now, the hell is wrong with you? Now, Jamie, you agreed with Miles. Both of you guys went sweet potato. Oddly enough, looking at the YouTube stream, most people went with sweet potatoes, although I will say one person said, guys, I'm effing cooking yams right now. Thanks, guys. Our bad. But the question is whether or not it actually was. And by the way, there's a difference between a yam and a sweet potato.
There is, I know.
There is a difference between a yam and a sweet potato.
One's got a white middle, one's got a orange middle.
But in this case, what ended up with the brown outside, you guys both went sweet potato. You are correct.
Enjoy that dinner.
By the way, in case you're curious, I'll just share this with you before we let you go, Jamie. The sweet potato itself was measured at 6.5 inches long and 3 inches wide.
That's a pretty thick
That is
one.
a wide sweet potato. I like that he put it in his anus and then went to bed. You would just think, if I'm going to insert something in my backside, I'd like to be awake to enjoy whatever my thing is, not like, just put it in there, I'm going to go to sleep.
I always put stuff up there.
Before you go to bed, just help you sleep through the night.
Yeah.
White noise machine.
CPAP helps.
Yeah.
But
CPAP, sweet potato in your rectum, sleep like a baby.
that's how I'm getting sleep in.
Now for all TV news all the time, and it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers, the Jimmies,
Fallon and Kibble,
or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there. The title is guys have teams and talents and writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
There's a new horror movie coming out about Betty Boop. She is the latest famous children's character to lose copyright and now joins Winnie the Pooh, who has also had a horror movie named after him. I'm just waiting for Barney's new slasher movie, I Never Actually Loved You.
Colbert?
Seth Meyers.
Ted Smith.
Ted Smith.
Yeah.
I never actually
loved you.
I got bad news, everybody.
I never actually loved you.
Barney kills you
I like how they
by
now
breaking
say
your heart.
Betty Boop, the children's character. Like, she was a cartoon. She was not a children's character.
I took liberty.
Yeah, I know.
I kinda
I'm
wrote
just saying,
that,
like,
right.
bro, she was not that, man. Barney never loved me.
We're a great big family. Not you, though.
Right.
You're all alone.
See your way out. I mean, Barney being mean would be
Dude,
awesome.
You've got to make a movie now.
Mean Barney.
All right, focus. Burger King is now offering the Bacon Cheddar Hash Whopper, which features a beef patty, bacon, an egg patty, cheddar cheese sauce, hash browns, hollandaise aioli. But be warned, it's so greasy that if you dab it with a paper towel, it dissolves.
Colbert.
Fallon.
Myers.
The fast food chain Burger King has begun offering the Bacon Cheddar Hash Whopper, which features a beef patty, bacon, an egg patty, cheddar cheese sauce, hash browns, and hollandaise aioli. But be warned, it's so greasy that if you dab it with a paper towel, it disappears.
I tried.
I would absolutely.
That's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yep.
I would hate myself, but I tried.
I would just eat it while sitting on the toilet.
The CEO of Chuck E. Cheese wants to make a movie about the restaurant. It'll be a horror film when someone brings a blacklight in Chuck E. Cheese.
Seth.
Fallon.
Fallon.
The CEO of Chuck E. Cheese said that he wants to make a film about the franchise. It'll be a horror movie when someone brings a blacklight into a Chuck E. Cheese.
Authorities in St. Louis say that multiple monkeys on the loose have been joined by a wayward goat. Well, that's a classic team up. Monkeys and goats, or moats, or goakies. Either way, you're renting a rug shampooer.
Colbert.
Authorities in Missouri say the multiple monkeys on the loose in St. Louis have been joined by a wayward goat. Well, that's a classic team up. Monkeys and goats, or moats, or gunkies. Either way, you're renting a rug shampooer.
You guys ready for the Winter Olympics?
When do they start?
Sure.
February.
Okay.
You know who's not ready?
Who?
Milan, where they're being hosted.
Okay, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Why are they not ready?
I know the ice arena basically is not fully finished being built yet.
All right.
For hockey.
How long did they know about this?
I mean, I think they announced it, 3 or 4 ahead of time?
Right.
So you got to have
at
at least 12
announce
years.
it at the end of the former Winter Olympics, right?
Right.
Because the torch starts moving on its way. So you have at least 4 years' notice.
Correct.
And it's an hockey ice rink.
Yeah.
It's one big structure with one central flat space and seats around it.
Also want to say that the rink is not regulation size.
Jesus Christ. Guys.
They're considering that a dangerous aspect. I don't understand hockey well enough to know.
Well, international hockey, I want to say, is a bigger rink.
This is smaller than regulation. They said it was
Correct.
so many feet smaller, and I don't know what the...
How do you make it's the Olympics, right?
We know the next 3 host cities for the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
All the way up to 2034. We have Milan, Italy. We're going to come over here to LA for the summer, back to France for the winter, down to Australia for the summer, and then Salt Lake City for the winter in 2034.
It's funny that we do the Summer Olympics in Australia because to them it's winter.
Right?
Yeah. And we've had some, there's been issues before with Winter Olympics, just weather-wise.
Weather, sure. You can't control that.
Right. Sometimes you got to move farther up the mountain. You got to make snow.
Right.
But
Everyone
having the
understands.
ice hockey rink not ready seems ridiculous.
And the one you're preparing is not the right size. Like, Jesus
Actually,
Christ.
Vancouver did a great job of hosting the Winter Olympics.
They did.
It's
They
a
were a little
winter
more spread
place.
out a little bit, but it wasn't. It was still pretty centralized. Other
But it's
than
also
Winter Whistler.
Canada. I mean, they do winter, right? I mean, you tell them what you need, they're going to be able to supply that.
So these are some events they say people should be psyched for. Freestyle skiing. Eileen Gu from San Francisco. They say she kind of rules this event, but she's on Team China.
All right.
So they're just telling you stuff you might want to get fired up about. Ice skating doubles. So that's not ice dancing.
And just when it's the couple out there doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah, and I think they got to do a couple jumps at the same time and everything.
Right. There's certain things you have to do. Well, you must do the triple axel.
Synchronized skating.
Like this, they say, it's like the black hole that sucks you in. You have no idea what's happening. But soon you're absorbed by the energy and drama of it all.
Well, basically, the judges have to tell me if they did. Look, the only time there's a chance I'm going to watch figure skating is going to be the Winter Olympics, right? And it's because you're rooting for your country, but I don't know what they're supposed to do or not to do. But when you hear the announcers are like, ooh, it's a great routine, but they didn't do the one.
Triple sow cow.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's my move.
Sow cow?
That's a legit figure skating move.
For real?
You know me. I know enough about sports.
You know what? Why do I ask?
And then you hear them say it enough, like, oh, didn't hit the sow cow. All right, whatever.
Losers.
Bobsled and skeleton.
Short.
I always like the bobsledding.
Didn't 3 of our 4 bobsledders fall out of the sled?
We looked ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't
fell
see
out
the
of
video.
The sled, and then I want to say the driver had to move around as he was the only one left in the sled, but then become the brake man, too.
Well, yeah. It's about survival at this point.
Sounds like an old blues song.
Yeah. Well, bobsleds can reach up to 95 miles per hour on the tight tracks. Skeleton racers could reach up to 80 miles per hour with nothing to protect them in case of a crash. Remember, skeleton basically is like...
Is that head forward or you're laying down?
You're head back, but you're laying on it.
Okay. No. Head forward.
Oh, it's head forward.
Luge is backwards.
You're on your back.
Okay.
Skeleton is basically sledding for psychos on ice, which in theory seems like a sport you should be able to. Anybody should.
They should give an old freedom flyer.
Yeah.
Bring out a little ass toboggan.
Yeah, exactly. Just go for it, bro.
I think the idea of that sounds awesome until like I'm going to age myself here, right? But like. You had the sleds, right? And then when I was a kid, you had like the plastic toboggans or whatever.
Right.
But then when the inflatable ones showed up, I mean, I remember you go down a couple times. You just take off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speed skating, it's absolute chaos. Truly a great TV product for the Olympics. Speed skating's good. I like the short track stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. You know,
who was the guy?
Apollo Ono.
Apollo Ono, right? And his father.
I know him as Soul Patch, but whatever.
And his father owned not a barbershop, a hair salon in Belltown for years.
Yeah.
Because when I was living down there, he was in there. And
you think he just told his kid all the time, like, dude, you got to shave that?
No, but Apollo Ono had great hair. I do remember that.
Yeah. Ski jumping.
I like that. That's one of my favorite ones to watch.
Yeah.
Because I have a fear of heights. When they show it from the top, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus, man. That's nuts. You can just slide off the side right into the steps.
Sure.
Game over.
You know what the ski jumping capital of the United States is?
Lake Placid, New York.
Leavenworth, Washington.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll be damned.
Yeah. I was in there one morning eating breakfast, and I was like, no kidding.
Lederhosen and ski jumping.
Hey, they got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. If you can get over there. I feel bad for that town. I love that little town.
I know you do, man.
Now, here's an event I really like, the biathlon. That's not what you think it is. All right?
One dude, another dude, and a chick.
And a tongue.
It basically combines Nordic skiing and shooting. No American has ever medaled in it. One of our guys recently got 2 silvers at the World Championship.
Okay, that's something.
Because the Norwegians typically win, or Switzerland,
right. Norway. Those countries up there where people ski and hunt.
Right.
Shockingly,
that's what they do.
They're really good at it. You know what I mean? Curling. I think Americans fell into curling last year or last time around.
Yep.
I want to say there's only 3 or 4 curling centers in the States. One of them is up off of Aurora here.
That is correct.
Linwood, probably.
No.
It's not that far up.
It is not.
Shoreline?
No.
It's in the city.
Shoreline. It's off of 130th.
Right. Team Schuster. I know one of the guys on his team. I know some people. I've been up to that curling club.
They've invited us there a million times, and I live very close to there. I should just go over. Actually, it's a pain in the ass to get there right now, guys. Sorry. Seattle's doing Seattle things, but normally it would be cool.
I've gone to watch my buddies curl. I've been there for like some event in the summertime. It's pretty fun.
Did you ever get involved in actual curling?
I haven't actually curled yet because they have open curling, but it's like at 5:30 or 6.
Okay.
So it's just a time issue, but I'd love to. I've been out and touched the ice, and I felt one of the stones before.
Okay.
Snowboarding, obviously Chloe Kim, she's favored to win her 3rd consecutive half pipe.
Of course. No pressure. We just expect you to.
Downhill skiing, alpine skiing, that's always fun to watch. Lindsey Vonn could be the oldest gold medalist in Winter Olympics history. So, yeah, I mean, that could be good. And then they say men's hockey. They say we're expected to win the silver behind Canada. I say, no, we're not. Oh, Jesus. I mean, Jesus, we lost, last winter to them. And
Still got the important trophy. Have since the 90s.
Yeah, I think Crosby ruined us last time around.
Well, Crosby's been doing that for a while, all right? The last time we played him in the Olympics, he did it to us. So, come on. Let's go, boys.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. A woman steals her coworker's Stanley Cup, and you will not believe what she used it for. Meanwhile, a truck spilled its load, and the contents would stun any Marylander to the core. Man knocks out stranger's door, asks him if he could make him a pizza to eat. A teacher attacks 11-year-old with something she took from her feet. And a Florida driver uses a remote-controlled device to hide his license plate. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, our top story, we go to Jacksonville for a rather strange interaction. A local man was a little confused earlier this week when he heard a knock at the door right around midnight. He answered to find a man that he did not know standing on his porch with a simple request, asking him to make him a pizza. Hey, man, could you make me a pizza?
No.
Right, exactly. As you can imagine, our homeowner was less than willing to go through making the stranger a pizza in the middle of the night, no doubt, and he politely declined, sending the stranger back into the world. He called police to report the suspicious behavior, and officers did eventually catch up to the stranger, advising him not to return to the home.
They advised him.
Not much. He didn't do anything illegal. He just knocked on the guy's door, so...
Yeah, no crime against being weird.
Exactly. And that's really what it is. It's like, you were just being weird. Side note, what are you on that in your brain's like, this guy might actually make me a pizza if I knock on the door?
I don't know. Like, what is that drug?
He's got one on the ready.
Buddy.
Like, how do you know I have a pizza?
Right? How do you know I got one on deck?
Just show of hands. Who has a pizza in their freezer?
I don't know if I don't.
Nope. I cooked it last week.
I got a pizza dough.
You got one, Ted?
I got one and a gluten-free one.
Would you hook them up? You know what? I'm going to give you the gluten-free one. You know what? You hang on right there, buddy.
Is it Totino's?
No, they're, what's the other one? Oh, it's the Red Baron himself.
The Red Baron himself. Attaboy.
And then Freshetta, gluten-free one. My buddy's daughter can't have gluten, so when they come over, I like to make sure you have pizza.
I like Freshetta, man. It's a higher price point, but doggone it, it's good pizza.
Yeah.
Haven't had the gluten-free. I don't dabble in that. If it's not pizza, it doesn't need to be healthy.
Jesus Christ. It just doesn't have gluten.
I know,
you
man.
You can't tell the difference.
I can. I insist I can.
All right.
Sure, if you give it to me, I won't, but I insist I can.
God damn it. I'm going to make you a gluten-free pizza and not tell you one day.
Here you go, Mike. Ted, why are you offering me pizza? In other news, over in Massachusetts, police blotter was released that detailed a couple interesting crimes in the area, but this one takes the cake. This time last week, a man arrived at the local police station because he was upset about his appearance at a district court the previous day. His issue was that he had been summoned to the court for making threats a few months ago. You know, he had to go through that, but he was set to be arraigned. But it took a bit longer than he thought that it would, and he got frustrated and left the courthouse. Unfortunately for him, he was still supposed to be there for his case, and a warrant was put out for his arrest for failure to be in court. So, as he was in the police department to air his grievance, he was probably arrested for failure to appear. Good job, buddy.
Yeah. You were already there, dumbass.
You want to go lodge a complaint because it took too long, which I don't know who has gone through court like, man, it took longer than I thought, man. It took me 10 minutes today. Like,
I was looking forward to this.
Right. Court sucks. You're going to be there all day. There's a reason why if you're summoned, you take the day off work.
Yeah.
And they'll pay you pennies on the dollar for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even just going to like traffic court or whatever, like it takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a hot minute, man.
Right. You're lucky if you're the first one out there.
Yeah.
Off story out of Florida, a woman in her 20s was arrested for being a bad coworker. While going about her day in the office, the woman had multiple interactions with a coworker who was staying hydrated with her Stanley Cup, as are a lot of people in this day and age. Lo and behold, the woman's Stanley Cup ended up missing one day. They reviewed security footage and revealed that it was the female coworker that she had multiple interactions with. The video showing her stashing the cup in her lunchbox to make off with it. A report was filed, and a fellow coworker revealed to police a comment that they heard the woman make about the cup. Quote, "This cup would be great to hold my breast milk."
Why wouldn't she just buy one?
So at least we know the fate of the Stanley. She was arrested in Buchanan County. I don't know why she wouldn't just buy one.
That's so weird. Like, just buy one.
And why do you need to put your breast milk in there?
Well, it's the perfect one for a breast milk.
I don't know how that correlates is my thing. Like, put it in a mason jar.
Your problem is that you're not crazy, Mike.
I guess.
See, if you were crazy, that would make complete sense.
Like, are you just trying to put your boob in it and just let it leak? Like, what are we doing?
Put it in a bottle.
Right.
Breast milk.
Like,
I don't know. I don't understand.
It had to be the Stanley Cup. This would be great for my breast milk.
Her specific. Why would you? Hey, where'd you get it? What size is it? I can order it on Amazon.
Right. That was her excuse for stealing it. She wanted the Stanley Cup. Everybody wants a Stanley Cup these days.
You don't think you would have a better excuse?
I know.
It's like, I wanted it. That's all you got to say.
Right. That'd be the better excuse.
Yeah.
But I guess practicality had to factor in here.
Yeah, once you had a breast milk, like, oh, you're a lunatic. Okay.
Oh, you're crazy. Okay. Is your baby just off the bottle and just sipping a Stanley now?
That's a good point, too.
Side
That's
note,
a very strong point. Like, how's the baby going to sip a Stanley Cup?
Do they have Stanley nipples?
Side note, the wife and I were out for a walk, and there was a couple that were walking their baby in a stroller, and on the stroller was like the tiniest little Stanley Cup. I was like, that's cute.
Really?
Yeah. It's stupid, but doggone it.
Did you steal it?
I really wanted to. Hey, kid, let's see that real quick. Still in Florida, a man was issued a criminal citation for a rather cool modification to his car. During a common traffic stop, an officer noticed something odd about the car. It had a remote-controlled license plate obscuring device. So basically, he would be in the car, and if you're going into a toll lane or you're going, you're passing a speed camera.
A door that comes down over it?
I don't know what exactly what it was.
Where it messes with the camera?
No, it would be electronic to where it would alter the car. So it might have been a screen that came down that altered it. It might have been a little flap that showed down and covered it. It could be, I don't know.
A different license plate.
Right, but it was remote controlled. So no matter where he's going, you're going past the speed camera, hit the button.
It could be your license plate, Mike.
It could. Screw you, whoever stole my doggone license plate yesterday. That was $80 I didn't have to spend. Jackasses.
It was probably the DMV.
Yeah, right.
When you steal this license plate, you get $80 from them quick.
Get a little bit more out of them there.
They're running a scheme.
But just in case it's throwing the bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
Over to St. Louis, where a bad situation avoided getting worse. A local woman was driving home from a vet visit with her 6 of her foster kittens when she was the unfortunate victim of an errant driver. Her vehicle was hit and spun off bad enough to send her car rolling, ending up landing her upside down when it finally came to a stop, with the offending driver speeding off without so much as a welfare check. Thanks for that. Bystanders jumped in to help, and the immediate attention was on getting her 6 kittens out of the vehicle and to safety before she was taken to the hospital. The carriers were taken out, but only 5 of the kittens were within those carriers. One of them had managed to claw her way out and escaped following the accident. As a last-ditch effort, she and her foster organization put the all call out on Facebook, which turned out to have a happy ending. Late at night, the woman got a call from somebody exclaiming that they had found the last kitten and that she was safe and in good health when they found her. She was recovered and brought back in with her siblings, who are all up for adoption. Good news.
All right.
Men's Room Sports. You got college hoops on Big Ten Network, FS1, and the ESPN affiliate channel, so ESPN Plus, ESPNU, ESPN2, all those. NBA basketball is on ESPN, and hockey is on TNT and True TV, as well as the Kraken. They're in New Jersey taking on the Devils currently over on Kong.
We're playing hockey here.
Hey! As far as the weather, they're predicting considerable cloudiness tonight with a low of 44. Tomorrow they expect some fog in the morning with sunshine breaking out in the afternoon and a high right around 48. That is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Tomorrow on the program, Big Dummy, and we're joined by Dan Patrick from the Dan Patrick Show coming up tomorrow at 4:30.
Yes, indeed. It is all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this match. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, "Why are you so uncompromising?" A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Donor advised funds from DAF Giving 360. Your clients can donate cash, publicly traded securities, or appreciated assets like real estate. It's a simple, tax-smart way to give. Learn more at dafgiving360.org/advisors.
Did you know that you can buy your car completely online on AutoTrader? Really? Just visit autotrader.com, filter and search through dealer listings for the car you want, make, model, color, and all the features that matter to you. Go ahead, get picky. Whether you're into subcompacts with heated cup holders, crossovers with all-wheel drive, pickups with kicking sound systems, or SUVs that can survive whatever chaos your kids unleash. Just drop in your info and you'll only see cars in your budget. Really. Once you find your one and only, you can do the whole deal online and have the car delivered to your driveway. Or you can pick it up at the dealership and drive your new ride right off the lot. Really. AutoTrader makes it easy to buy your car online because the whole process is designed around your wants and must-haves. AutoTrader. Buy your car online. Really.
Hey, it's Captain Ron, and as a Washington native, it's so important for me to work with companies who love it here just as much as I do. I want someone who calls it I-5 and not the 5, or laughs at me when I say I kind of miss the Tacoma aroma. That's why I use Pinky's Plumbing for every plumbing need I have. They're rooted in Seattle. They get Seattle. So remember, not all heroes wear capes, but in Seattle, our hometown heroes wear a big old pig on the side of their van. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.